I'll salute him first. Oh yeah. I gotta share first. Shalom, Israel. All right, this is a F.O.R. Shabbat class, including a Bunyan Yasharali Shabbat class. Foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God Yahweh, and we do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Hamashiach Yahushai. All right, this teaching is to the Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, Central Americans, Southern Americans, and all our people that are scattered to the four corners of the earth. We bid thee to tune into this channel and learn how to keep a Shabbat class and learn how to keep the Shabbat. And I pass it over. This is Nathan Yala, and I'm Marakat.
Shalom. This week's Torah portion will be in the book of Leviticus, picking up where we left off at. We're starting in Leviticus, the 6th chapter, verses 1, and we're going all the way over to Leviticus, the 8th chapter, verse 36. This week's Torah portion is Tzav, roughly translated command. Okay, the half Torah portion will be reading in Jeremiah, the 7th chapter, verse 21, going all the way over to Jeremiah, the 8th chapter, verse 3, and then we'll jump over to Jeremiah, the 9th chapter, reading 2 verses 22 to verse 23. The Brit Kadash, also known as the New Testament, we'll be reading in Matthew, the 9th chapter, verses 10 to verse 17. So, this is this week's Torah portion, all right? And we're studying the law, Levitical law. And this week's weekly rant, man. I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it only gonna get worse before it gets better.
Gotta purge everything out.
Right. I mean, as a woman travailing, right? And this is these pains that's happening to our people. In no certain order, even though I should have put it in a order, I'm gonna pick up where I left off at. Let me go to good old Facebook. All right, Trina Love Jones. Okay, now who was Trina Love Jones? That was the little girl that was found in a bag. Let me see, where was it at? I want to get it right. Along, what's that?
Trina Love Jones investigation. Mother booked and death of girl found along Hacienda Heights Trail.
Hacienda Heights Trail. I guess that's a location near. So her mother was booked as the second suspect in the child's murder.
So this was close to us, huh?
Yeah, it was. Okay, 9-year-old girl whose body was found in the duffel bag. Okay, along a trail. All right. She was extradited to Los Angeles from Texas, and she has since been held without bail. So, I mean, sad, but true. Okay.
I mean, I can just like, why would she do some stuff like that?
I mean,
put a daughter in a duffel bag.
I mean, to take her life, that's horrific in itself. Okay, that's horrific in itself.
Let me see. I think I got a precept for that.
Okay.
Let me see. What's this? That should be a good one.
These missing young girls, black girls. Okay, we have a 14-year-old girl missing from Memphis. Shout out to Alazar Sakari for keeping these posts going with the different missing black girls.
And Bazak Baria, also Officer Bazak Baria.
Okay. So what is your responsibility when you see these photos of these missing girls, regardless of if they're from your area or not, you need to repost. That's your responsibility. Okay. We are our own news network. in case you didn't understand. Our network is Facebook, in case you didn't know, Instagram, Twitter, okay? Whatever social media platform that you use, it is your personal responsibility to pass this information around. If enough people know about these horrific crimes, we might be able to solve them, okay? In other words, more eyes on the case. More eyes on the case, but especially with these missing Black girls, okay? And they're not just missing here in the States, they're missing over in islands, okay? Several Black women were going for jobs, hotel jobs at a particular hotel, and nowhere to be found.
They come up missing.
Come up missing, okay? To me, that sounds like sex trafficking, okay? Human trafficking. Okay, lure these girls to a certain location, promise them the world, and then kidnap them and then put them in this underground network of sex trafficking around the world. Okay, open market for slavery. Okay, slavery still exists. Okay, you don't have to just go to Liberia. There's an underground slave market in full effect.
Right now.
Right now, as we speak, in front of your face, maybe. Okay, so who is this girl? All right. Let's see if they have shoot. Okay. We are looking for 14-year-old. Who's that? Okay.
Okay. Police. I mean, hold on.
Just the name.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Good?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep. You see good?
All right. So, you can go to my page, Nathaniel Allah on Facebook. Scroll down, you see this picture of this young sister. All right. Missing. Okay, where else? All right. It ain't just her. Oh, man. This little girl's missing with this deranged idiot. Can you see? No? Oh, my phone. Come on now. All right, here we go. No? Yes? Good. Okay. Amber Alert. For who?
Amber Alert. Oh yeah, I saw this one too. Yeah. Police urge people to share photo of girl suspect to help break case.
Okay. Name the
missing. Nolani Robinson. Suspect in the case is Darice Higgins.
Okay, and this is where? Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay, what else is happening? Over in our Native American brothers and sisters, a 4-year-old is missing, wandering off from a Navajo Nation site.
Ooh, that's over there in Gallup.
What, Texas?
In Texas? Oh, it's not in Czechoslovakia. When you said the Navajo missing? Navajo Nation, but that's in Texas?
No, I don't know where it's at.
Oh, because
Honestly.
Navajo Nation's in Gallup and on Border New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay, that's
what I
probably
know
where.
of.
Yeah, that's probably, it's got to be there.
And little girls always coming up missing over there in Dulce
Okay.
on that reservation over there.
Well, this is the Utah portion.
Oh, Utah?
Mhm.
Oh, especially, man, you got a bunch of Mormons over there.
Oh man, right. Surrounded by Mormon.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no telling.
Brigham Young University.
Yeah, all that. That's Mormon University.
Yeah, just a bunch of Mormons over there, man. And they got a cult,
Con. So, that come up. Good. Okay. So,
and y'all should be looking at the video to help them out too.
Okay. ICE detention center. Okay. Guess what they say? They're not responsible for the staff's sexual abuse of detainees. What? Really?
Yeah.
Employees work for you, your company. Well, this is government. So employees work for a government agency. ICE is a government agency, a part of Homeland Security, in case you didn't understand. So you mean to tell me that these employees' actions are not under the responsibility of their superiors, of their administrators?
This is what they said right here. ED, an asylum seeker and domestic violence from Honduras, was sexually assaulted by an employee while she was detained with her 3-year-old child at the Birch Family Residential Center in Pennsylvania. At the time of the assault, ED was 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So this is past too, and this is recent. We're reading the same article.
Okay.
She filed a suit against the detention center and its staff for their failure to protect her from violence. Even though they were aware of the risk, even though they were aware of the risk, the record in the case ED Sharkey shows that her silent coerced and threatened her. Her assailant coerced and threatened her, including with possible deportation, because that's what they do.
Right.
They threaten Hispanic and Central Americans with deportation for them to do stuff with them, because they'll go over there and mess up their country where they got a fleet over here in the Caribbean.
Right. Well, that's a whole separate chapter in itself. Okay. You need a history lesson to understand Americans' foreign policy, how it affected and basically decimated the governments and the economical infrastructure of the Central and South American countries. This is why we have these caravans of immigrants trying to flee their country, which is basically riddled with violence, drugs, corruption, to come to America. But yet when they get to America, it's like, oh, no, go back home. It's your own problem. No, America created these problems in these countries. Okay, they have overthrown duly elected government officials to put in a puppet government so they can steal the resources and then sell it globally, internationally, and then back to the country at exuberant rates. All right. I mean, what's going on in Venezuela? They're trying to create a coup to take over that government.
Yeah.
They assassinated Hugo Chavez because he wasn't having it. Okay, he had the country on lockdown. I ain't saying he was perfect, but hey, he had to get rid of this riffraff. And the riffraff he was getting rid of was those that were siding with America. Okay, American government. Okay, American business entities, i.e. the oil companies. Okay, Venezuela has the largest oil reserve on this side of the hemisphere. So America and its corporation, which run America and finance all the laws that run America, they want Venezuela. So
Okay. Somebody backdoored that to help them. It was Russia, Vladimir Putin, and China.
Right.
Came over there to help Venezuela. Now
right.
They in cahoots. Not I wouldn't say cahoots, but they're over there helping Venezuela.
Right. They got their military advisors over there. Basically, their special forces are over there. Mm-hmm. Okay, more than one. Okay, so China got their hit squad and Russia got their hit squad over there.
To take America right out of it.
Well, to basically circumvent any internal mechanism that America's trying to do. Because they don't want to overtly just go ahead and try to invade Venezuela, because on the global scene, it's not a good look for America right now.
Huh.
Okay, even though they have their allies backing them, the allies that backing them got their own internal problems. Yeah. When you talk about France, when you talk about Germany, when you talk about Greece, okay, they got their own internal problems, meaning their working class, their poor are rioting in the streets as we speak. In France, you got the yellow vest protesters, and they getting busy.
Your middle class and your poor people.
Right, they getting busy. They rocking and firebombing police cars, police, whoever that stands for America. I mean, stands for their immediate government. What's the guy's name? President Maroon.
Yeah, Maroon.
Okay, so Macron. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, what else we got? Oh, we got a Virginia police officer, and he has been identified, according to this report, okay, as a white nationalist, okay, and he's serving in a majority-minority high school. That sounds like problems if you ask me.
He's a right wing extremist.
Okay. Right. Well, yeah. Okay. Identity Europa. Okay. So he's in charge of guiding new recruits through the application process. Okay. So who is this guy? Let's take a look at him. Okay. This ain't no telling he might. We got him.
Hey y'all, what y'all doing?
Okay. So this guy, okay, a police officer, all right, over security at a minority school. I don't know. Looks like he could turn his back and a hit squad could come to that school and murk everybody. I'm just saying, it's not far-fetched. That's the point I'm trying to get you to understand. That's not far-fetched. If white nationalists can go, excuse me, in New Zealand with a GoPro on top of his helmet and go through a mosque and slaughter almost 50-something people and injured almost 20-something people, it's very feasible here in America. That's the tip of the iceberg. Because you got white boys riding around with bombs in the back of their station wagons, okay? Nothing more said about the case. Divine intervention. You better understand what's happening around you, all right? These white supremacists are armed, they are trained, and they are motivated. And they got their boy in office, Trump. He's basically giving them the green light. Do what you do, okay?
He put "Make America Great Again." Every time you see that hat and the white person sees that hat, he's telling them, "Make America great again."
So how do you do that? What did you do to make America great? Rape, robbery, and murder and carnage, okay? Slaughtering innocent people, okay? Hanging people, which brings me to my next story.
And they don't call them white terrorists.
No, of course not.
They call them
White nationalists.
No,
Right wing extremist.
right wing extremists.
Right-wing extremists.
Right wing extremists. So that's what you call white people now. You're
Okay.
You're a right wing extremist, huh?
You're a dedicated Republican, basically.
Right. Well, you're on the next tier of dedication. Okay. Investigation reveals at least 7 members of the American military are part of what? 7. That's the tip of the bucket. Okay. A part of a white nationalist group. Okay. White, right-wing extremists. I got to think about that before I say it. Say that 3 times fast.
Right wing extremists.
So yeah, part of the National Guard, part of the Marines, the Army. Okay, ROTC cadets. So I mean, I'm gonna show you a picture.
Hey, you know what this stems from though? This stems from that ace whooping we gave them in LA. After that ace whooping Issachar and Judah gave them in LA.
When did that go down?
It went, I think 3 years ago, we tore they ace up in LA, man.
Well, they was trying to
It was
protest
marching.
at a park.
Protesting.
At a park?
I don't know if it was a park, it was through the streets.
Where,
Yeah.
downtown?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So somewhere.
It was somewhere that was marching through the streets. That's when you got that black dude, he was wiping his butt with the flag.
Yeah.
All that was together. They was up in LA and they went marching.
Uh-huh.
And next thing you know, Issachar and Judah just came out there and started whipping their ass.
Oh.
And from then on there, it was on TV. It was on TV for a while.
Okay.
I say for a good month.
Okay.
And after that, they took it right off of TV.
Right.
Because it was bringing Issachar and Judah together.
Right.
And that's when you seen a lot of brown pride, black pride together.
Right.
All down here in San Diego, a lot of brothers, they saw that. Especially down in what's that park down there? Barrio Logan.
Yeah,
there was a lot of marches down there with brown and black brothers marching together, tying the flags together. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they had to stop that.
You had to stop.
They had to stop that. They don't want Issachar and Judah coming together.
No, well, none of the Spanish-speaking tribes coming together with Judah. They don't want that. Well, because why? Because that is Yasha Allah. That is Yasha Allah. That is the 12 tribes. Okay, that's the 12 tribes coming together. Okay, so they got to keep it fragmented. They got to keep the beef going between
Break
Issachar
our
and,
bands.
and Jake. Got to keep that beef going, especially up in LA, thick, deep, entrenched.
Yeah.
Okay, but certain situations, certain events will mitigate that beef. Okay, and that's by divine intervention. The Most High gonna bring us together.
Yep.
We can't do it on our own. Okay, the Most High will bring us together.
And that's what's gonna happen.
But it's really, it's Chicago.
Oh,
So the other Spanish speaking nationalities, they bond with Judah because of especially the Afro Latinos, because of the colorism that runs deep.
right.
in those countries.
Con.
So when they come here, they identify more with Judah than anybody else. Issachar is really, because I work with a lot of them, and it's just like,
Well, to me, they feel because they get this pass from Esau, they feel more comfortable and accepted by Esau. So to show their acceptance, they gotta push us away.
well, everybody, because if you ever notice when they talk about Latins, we're all Latins, but they'll say Mexican and Latin America. No, you're a part of Latin, so they separate themselves.
Right. They want that separation. But I'm gonna tell you,
It's dangerous.
it's gonna come back to bite you. It's gonna come back to bite you because Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Panamanians, Cubans, Peruvians, certain Colombians, okay, will bond with Judah, okay, will bond with Judah, and that's a force in itself. So what else is happening? All right, American Muslims said what? Contemplating taking up arms in self-defense in response to the mosque being the mayhem and the killing in the mosque. Look, ain't no contemplation. They got the arms. They got the arms. They ain't talking about nothing. They got the arms now. Don't get it twisted. They got the arms. This is listen, that is being politically correct to say that they are discussing the option or the necessity of maybe we might have to take up arms. Please, they came to the meeting with the AK. That's funny, man. They came with the meeting with the AK. They had to tell Hassan, look, you ain't coming here with the grenades now. Go back home. Go back home. We don't need the C4. You chill. We'll call you if we need you. Okay. But the older men, they got the A to the K. Listen, you're kicking that hornet's nest. Keep kicking that hornet's nest.
Because they believe suicide.
Oh, well.
Like that, get them straight in.
Right. That's the ticket to paradise. 7 virgins and the whole 9. But you don't have, listen. That storm is coming. We keep saying that. But you got to see these events as the catalyst to make that storm rumble and make that thunder rumble and to cause that torrential rain to pour down. All these events are leading up to that, okay? They haven't said jihad. You don't understand what jihad truly means. When the real imams that you don't really see issue that call, all Muslims will take up arms and bring it. Okay, that's white Muslims, that's Pakistani Muslims, that's Indian Muslims, that's all ethnic groups that claim Islam as their religion will take up arms for the cause of jihad. It's just that right now you have the extremists of Islam that are ready to get busy now, and you got the pacifists that are saying let's indulge for peace because Islam is supposedly about peace.
Okay.
But you ain't read the Quran, okay? Jihad is to rid the world of infidels. What is an infidel? All those that have not committed themselves to Islam, okay? So, I mean, It is what it is. Okay, so they're contemplating, but I'm here to tell you that they have the arms and they're getting more. They're on a ship coming over right now as we speak.
Yep.
Yeah.
And guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna start giving Negroes stuff. that's that's what they're gonna do all the time, man. Hey, what more than to give your enemy some weapons?
Right. Sun Tzu says what? The enemy of my enemy becomes my friend.
Exactly. That's just what they're gonna do.
Man.
What more better to make a pact with Judah than Issachar and them?
Right.
Hey, guess what? We all just gonna go in here and annihilate them. Because
get rid of the problem.
The right wing extremists, they so proud and stupid. But what they're gonna try to do is they're gonna try to get along with the Islamic and we're sorry about this. But they know everybody know y'all.
Right. Everybody knows you're vipers. Everybody knows you speak with a forked tongue. But we could be diplomatic. We can go through the cordial, docile meetings. Mm-hmm. But the meetings don't prove nothing. Nope. Okay. Oh, here's a story. Okay. 17-year-old boy missing from South Philly. Now Mel Brown, is that right?
17-year-old Now Mel Brown.
Now Mel Brown missing. Okay. What else? There's a lot of missing people. I'm scrolling down, getting them. Okay. You need to get these stories and repost them. That's your responsibility. Okay. I already did the 14-year-old girl from Memphis. Oh, now here's something. Abortion. Okay. After refusing to protect newborns who survive abortions, lawmakers are introducing a bill to protect kittens. Wow.
When we just talk about kids, they say kittens.
Yeah, so they want the bill to protect the lives of kittens, but they don't want the bill to protect the lives of babies that survived abortions.
Yeah, that's called depopulation.
Right, that's right. Race baiting, race control.
Hey, you know how they depopulated all the kittens and dogs that were running around your neighborhoods in San Diego? You know how they did that?
Oh Lord!
The Chinese restaurants started cooking them. They started feeding you the food, man.
Man.
Okay. Most I gave you a chance. I mean, he gave you a opportunity. What was you going to eat? Either shit or dirt. I eat the shit.
All right. Now, here's a story for all working parents out there trying to make ends meet. Who's this?
Woo. That face. Ugh. Theresa May.
Theresa May plans to scrap free school lunches, and this will hit over 900,000 poor families. Wow. Man. It was
what?
Huh?
You said what?
Which what?
What did you say?
I said Theresa May is planning to scrap free school lunch programs, which will affect over 900,000.
She's the head of education.
Right, of America.
You ain't having that on your side. You ain't having that. You finna take off the door.
Oh shoot, Josiah's finna get. Right.
He ain't gonna have it.
Right, no free breakfast. Oh, it's about to go down. We got a good picture? Okay, so yeah, and she's she's a billionaire over education, so she really wants to gut public education. Mm-hmm. Why? Because you don't have, man. That's a story. That's a subject in itself.
It was a big, huge back and forth when he appointed her because she's for privatization of schools.
Right.
She wants to shut down public schools.
Period.
And she's been laying low because when he appointed her, it was a huge uproar.
Right.
And now here she comes.
I say it should be.
Okay. Well, take it. I mean, homeschooling. I mean, listen. You're either gonna. This is the whole point of fellowshipping. If enough families come together with common beliefs, okay, and fellowship under Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Y'all can work out a way to homeschool your kids, okay, together, okay, together, okay.
Everybody grab a different subject.
Right, but the whole point is, you know, you can have a centralized location for your kids to come, do their work on the computers and everything, and then set up other activities for after school, martial arts, training, what have you. All right, but y'all can do it. I mean, I'm not saying as individual families because it's difficult if both parents are working, okay, to make ends meet.
Well, I did say teach your kids to vote. What did David do once he started taking over and Saul and them died and his son? He said, teach the kids to vote.
Right.
The kids don't know to vote, man. They don't know how to fight. They don't know how to do these things. All they doing out there is giving lip service, man, and it's turning to gun action because they don't know how to
man up.
Don't know how to do this, man.
Mano. Mano y mano.
Getting really feminine.
Well, that's another subject.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, Theresa May's plan to scrap free school lunches. Okay, boy. Okay, don't want to protect newborns, but you're gonna introduce a bill to protect kittens.
She from the South too.
Is
She's
she?
Theresa May. That's my grandma's name, Theresa May.
Okay. All right. What else? Man, I mean, are we gonna get enough of these Catholic priests? I'm just saying.
Hey, R. Kelly loves the Catholic.
Okay, man. You can go to my page. I'm not gonna. This is Shabbat. I'm not even gonna read this story. Okay. I'm censoring. Okay, I apologize. Okay. Vancouver Police Task Force referred to missing and murdered women as whores. Okay. And these are Native American women. Huh? Oh, come on. I get some cooperation. Here we go. Cooperation. Okay, cool. So yeah, man. I mean,
stand up to the camera until we get there. We'll get finished.
All right. Black teachers under fire for telling white students that their ancestors killed millions.
Say that again.
Black teacher is under fire, meaning, you know,
she's
she's not fired yet.
Tongue lashing.
Well,
no, they're gonna fire her.
I'm sure.
She's on administration leave without pay.
Oh, that's fire. Last time I checked, you don't get that paper, you gone.
No, that's not fire to everybody else. That's just fire to niggas.
They get no paperwork, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, where's the irony of this? Because the white teacher that has slave auctions and use the black students.
About to say that.
Right. You use the black students as the slaves. Where's the irony in that? Okay. Again, you know.
Or the white teacher telling kids that slavery was indentured servitude and a choice.
Yep.
Right. A choice to be an indentured slave, huh?
Like they're talking to them like they're Irish, huh?
Good.
Yeah.
I blame Kanye for that.
Yeah. You gotta take some blame for that. Responsibility. You gotta take some blame. Like racism is a state of mind. No. Word.
Courtney Owens. She's annoying.
Oh yeah. So man, I did the Trina Love Jones. Now this one here, I'm glad it was still relevant. It is very relevant because this is the tip of the iceberg. And I know I'm getting this bewildered look like, what? The whole college admission scandal.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
That was crazy.
Nah. It's real, y'all.
Affirmative action.
It's real. Hey, listen. This story here, right here, this one right here, this affects a lot of people. Because the instigator or the main guy that was the glue to the operation, he said the game was going on for over 24 years.
Dude was making money.
$1,000 a kid.
Oh, more than that, depending on really depending on your social status. If you had that paper, you had to pay your weight. That's how it went. Okay, because look, who was using it? White people. Now I'm gonna get to the irony of this. Okay, you let me know when you got a good picture. Good.
Yeah.
You can't. Oh, you're right. We understand, Zoe. But look, the irony of this here, the sister on your left, okay, she was sentenced to 12 years for enrolling her 5-year-old son in a neighboring elementary school so he can receive a better education. And it ain't just her. There's been other sisters, like I recall a sister in Pennsylvania that got 5 years for using another address to enroll her kid in for a better education.
So I wonder if those dudes doing the SAT things are going to get 10 to 20 years for falsifying affirmative action. They should have said.
Right.
Should have been affirmative action.
Well, the crazy thing is she enrolled her students in free education.
Mhm.
Who?
Free education.
The one that they,
The poster child?
no, the one that they gave 12 years in prison, that's free education depending on where you live. You know, like the kids that were getting into universities, you're cutting out slots of people that are actually qualified.
Right. Well, the whole point is you use those that were properly qualified and put your kids in place. And then the school administrators, which were many who haven't been named yet, were part of the conspiracy, because you best believe their hand was out too. Okay, so schools were involved, administrators were involved.
They have to fix the grades.
Right, they had to fix the paperwork, fix the grades. So basically, you paid your weight to get your kid educated. You probably paid for the degree too. Quiet as kept. That's the other scandal.
That's what they paid for the degree.
They paid for the degree.
They paid for the degree because their kid's stupid. If he can't go in there and pass the test.
Right, or lazy and don't do the work.
Mm-hmm.
So this right here, this story shows you. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Can we get a good picture? Can we get a good picture here? No, gotta go back. Come on, work with me, y'all. All right, here we go. Now, let me know when you got that. You got that?
It's good.
It's good? Okay, now, the black women on top are in jail. The white women on the bottom have not been prosecuted yet. All right. So, you got actresses. Who's this? Laura who? On the bottom. Like white women that are involved. You see that?
No, sure.
Over somewhere. Right there. Notable actress.
Celebrities and social influence, notable actress Lori Loughlin. Loughlin.
And who else?
Loughlin. Her fashion giant husband, Massimo. I just know Massimo. I can't even pronounce his name.
Okay.
He's an Italian homosexual.
Good. So this right here shows you the lack of equity in the system.
Yep.
Okay. So don't get up here and tell black people you need to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. How can we do it if you got the boots and the straps?
Black people is always blame themselves.
Well,
Who set the trap?
I mean, we hate the victim.
Uh-huh.
We hate the victim. Okay, but you know where that comes from? I'm gonna say it. You're gonna start hearing it. It's called what? The Stockholm Syndrome. Okay, Stockholm Syndrome. Can I get somebody to look that up real quick? You got it? Okay, come on now. You done started something here. Oh, we messing with the school lunches, boy. Somebody ready to get busy. Stockholm.
Let's go, Ephraim.
Okay, let me know when you got it. Okay. So, you on Wikipedia or somewhere? So, this story is just the tip of the iceberg. There are many people that are involved in this scandal. But I promise you, I'm going to tell you how they're going to spin the narrative. You're going to see a lot of black people get busted too.
Yep.
And their faces are the ones that are going to be in front of the camera. Okay.
He just
coaches,
He called it.
Huh?
He called it because you know they gotta deflect.
Oh,
They
definitely.
gotta deflect.
Deflect. You got it? Okay. I need you to read that loud and clear. So we're gonna give you the definition of Stockholm syndrome. Stand up and read it. Okay, go ahead.
This is the definition of Stockholm syndrome. Feeling of trust or affection felt in many cases of kidnapping or hostage taking by a victim toward a captor.
So, in other words, they develop emotional attachment to their captive, to their kidnapper. Okay. Now, how does it apply to black people? We were brought here as slaves. We have developed an emotional attachment unfavorable to our slave holder, which is the so-called white man. Okay, we have developed a slave mentality. We have passed this slave mentality through generations. Okay, we have allowed our family structure to be decimated by our enemy. Okay, this is why feminism has destroyed the black community. All right, this is why this single mother households, because of feminism. Okay, because they had to get rid of that head, which was the man, and put him in prison or put him on drugs so he can no longer be the effective head or leader of that family structure. Because you have to understand what was going on in the 60s and early 70s. Black men and black women were together. Okay, they were with the Panthers. They were with the Black Guerrilla Army. Okay, they were the Ashanti Shakur. Okay, they were the Angela Davis. Okay, they were a part of the struggle. That's the point I'm making. But right now, we're kind of on opposite ends of the spectrum. All right, so I'm gonna get a few more. Okay, more black babies in New York City are killed in abortions than born alive. Okay, that's major. Okay, this is a kind of old story, but it's still relevant because it's still happening. Okay, what else is happening? On a lighter note, Madam C.J. Walker, can we get a picture of her? Good? No? Good?
That's good.
Okay. So, she became the first self-made millionaire, female self-made millionaire in America. All right. Khalif Brower was held at Rikers Island for 3 years without trial and suicide. The update of that story is that his family did receive a settlement for his death. But the point is, how do you keep a man in basically prison for 3 years without trial? And Rikers Island, for those that don't know, it's not a cakewalk. Okay, it's pretty horrific there. Okay, by design. Good. Okay, so Supreme Court declines to hear the case of a man that was sentenced to death by a racist juror who wondered if black people even have souls.
That's why they dance to our music.
Man. Nah, all right, here's the case. Cops claim a teen committed suicide during traffic stop while cuffed with hands behind her back. That's the one I was talking about the last night. Let's get some more details on this.
What is that, like Houdini's little sidekick or something? He learned how to kill himself with his hands
No,
behind
it's
his back?
a female.
It was a female.
Cops claim teen committed suicide during traffic stop while cuffed with hands behind her back. Okay. Sarah Wilson's parents say police killed her. Police claim Wilson somehow produced a gun out of nowhere, put it to her mouth, and committed suicide during a traffic stop. Even more unbelievable, they say the 19-year-old did all this while she was handcuffed with her hands behind her back.
Damn, that's a hell of a trick.
Right, and this happened where? In Chesapeake, Virginia.
She must have been ambidextrous.
Yeah.
Oh, well, all right. This is a white female, all right? But nonetheless, it's kind of unbelievable that she committed suicide.
This is a white female?
Yeah, it's a white female according to this report.
Little horror is real tricky.
The spirit.
I'm not trying to get flagged.
Hey, Gary.
The spirit just
No.
took over her. You know, she like
Hey,
like in the movies, how the dog can turn their head around.
right. Okay, here we go. Illinois, not a great state. Illinois House passes bill to require LGBT history in public schools. We'll get a shot on that.
Yeah, history.
Good, good.
For the Roman Empire, that's one, but then
Butt bandits
the Stonewall, that's kind of like a pivotal point in the gay rights movement. Don't ask. I'm not even gonna go into that. All right. So, Ohio mother convicted of felony for lying to get kids in better school. Probably happened in Cleveland because Cleveland was on that. So let me get this straight. If a mother decides to take her kids to a better school, she can be convicted of a felony, but those that lie to get their kids in higher education colleges can't be convicted because they're victims, huh?
It's a double standard there.
Double standard. Last time I checked. Okay. Continue reading. Well, she was convicted by a jury of using her father's address to claim residency status that would allow her children to attend a higher performing suburban school. While her sentence was light in terms of jail time, Williams Bowler was put on probation for 2 years in order to do 80 hours community service. The conviction may threaten her ability to get a teaching license that she was working on. And the judge felt strongly enough about it in this case that the judge has written a letter to the State Department of Education saying that this woman has no, please do not make this a reason to pull her license. Well, you shouldn't have convicted her if you felt that strongly about the case. I'm just saying, if you're the judge of the case, what? Somebody twisted. Yeah, this is politics. This is a clear case of politics. A black mother trying to do better for her kids, and an under school that somehow or another has not been put in some type of status or what do they call it? Probation. Or if it is in probation, what are the steps needed to get it out of probation? Okay. Are they correcting the problem? They're not. They're not. And a lot of the problem comes from what? Underfunding these schools where majority of our kids have to go to. That's what it comes down to with public education.
Hey, Zaquan.
Hmm.
Have you heard that a march the fascists did? 60,000 marching through Poland, chanting a Muslim Holocaust.
No, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, Poland's insist far right marchers calling for Islamic Holocaust.
Holocaust? Oh, you mean to designate the act as a Holocaust?
No. They wanted to kill him.
Oh, okay. How many? 60,000?
60,000.
Where? Where at?
Poland.
Poland.
A 60,000 strong nationalist march in Warsaw, which saw demonstrators taught white supremacist, anti-Semitic, and Islamophobic messages, was largely an expression or patriotic feeling. Poland's foreign ministry has said marchers hung a banner which said "Pray for Islamic Holocaust" and carried signs with slogans like "White Europe, a brotherly nation." Okay.
So the catalyst is being set. You gotta understand it. That's a major story. That's a major story.
Others chanted pure Poland, white Poland, and refugees get out.
So this is the sentiment throughout all of Europe against refugees. Okay, Muslim, African, Pakistani, and whoever.
And that's on my page if y'all want to go there.
Okay.
Mark Bond, Facebook.
So going back to this story, although many parents lie about residency, Williams' Pollard case is unique because other parents never land in court. According to NPR, the mother fought to keep her children in the school, while other Ohio parents quickly removed their children from the school if they were confronted by district officials over residential issues. So this is the game. We know that your school is underperforming, and we know that we have no intentions of making it perform. So if we see your kids in our school, we're gonna confront them because we know they're not supposed to be there. And that's the game. Okay, that is the game in Ohio, and I'm pretty sure it's in other states also. But having lived in Ohio, I can tell you how they play the game. Okay. You gotta take over. I gotta take this real quick.
So what's the part of the game?
Hold on 1 second, Mom. Go ahead.
Well, the school thing, they're not supposed to be at the school.
Yeah, in other words, if you don't make enough money to live in this address, your kids can't go to that neighboring school. So in other words, there's segregation, okay, by finance. Okay, if you don't make the money, you can't go to the school. So you're forced to send your kids to an underperforming school. So as a parent, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do whatever it takes. So you lie about the residency in order to get your kids in the school. The school knows what's happening. They used to turn a blind eye out of sympathy. But I guess administrators, racist officials put the pressure on the administrators, and then they came at the parents. And that's what's happening. Okay. Hello? All right.
I want to take this a little somewhere because he didn't want to go there. No, I gotta go there. Let's see.
No, I can talk a little bit. What's happening? I'm doing.
I gotta talk about this coonery real quick. Now, even though I don't have any sympathy for it because nobody has sympathy for the Negroes, Hispanics, and the Indian when it comes to shootings and when it comes to genocidal acts that are being put on us like that. You know what I mean? All the oppression that's been put on us. Check this out. Biker gangs stand guard outside of New Zealand mosque during First Friday prayer since massacre. That is a major coonery.
Right.
That is some coon-ish, man. Because I remember when Trayvon Martin was killed, we didn't have any Muslims protesting with us. We didn't have any of them out there. What about what were some other black names that we didn't see any Muslims outside of our churches, mourning with us? Huh? Mark Brown. Did we have any Muslims out there with us? Somebody, press like, say yes. We didn't have any of that. But why we got some black biker gangs out here that's out there that are standing guard out there? Why are they having sympathy for another nation?
Okay.
That is coonery. That is Stockholm syndrome. And you hate your own people. Why would you go out there and hold? This is what happens since we go. I'll pull this article up.
Okay.
Biker gangs stand guard outside a New Zealand mosque during First Friday's prayer since massacre.
Stand guard?
They stood guard.
Really? Which biker gang?
Gangs like the Mongrel Mob, King Cobra, and the Black Power. The Black Power have promised to support and protect their local Muslim communities across the country after 50 people were killed and 50 injured in the attack on March 15th.
The Mongrel Mob and the Black Power in the same park.
I know, that's amazing.
It's amazing because the Mongrel Mob is almost like little Trumps on bikes.
Oh yeah.
What? I mean, what's the ethnicity of the gang?
The Mongo mob,
Yeah.
usually up in Florida.
Huh.
Out here in San Diego, they are not allowed anywhere on the black bike set. If they see you on the black bike set, they call and chosen few and somebody's coming with a piece. So you better leave.
Okay. Okay. Well, hey, polarization. This is what we're talking about. These stories are all signs of polarization. Okay. The spirit is changing.
I'm just trying to figure out. We have not seen one Muslim in any activity that's been going on with us. Why are we over there? I don't get that, man. Huh? No, we don't see no activists. They got their heads buried in the sand.
Well, listen, on the missing black kids and the missing black girls and the hangings of, I haven't gotten to that one, of the hangings of black people, where the NAACP, are they still in existence? Okay, where's SNCC? Where's all these so-called black organizations? Okay, nowhere to be found. Faith-based, where are these churches? Huh, nowhere to be found. This is a prime example. Okay, they've been bought off. They're bought and paid for.
Yep.
They can't say nothing.
Shut up.
Right, just shut up. Don't say nothing and point out the instigators to us. We'll take care of it. Okay, that's how it operates.
We don't see Jesse Jackson.
Oh well, Jesse retired. Jesse retired. He chilling.
Yeah, we can't retire from protecting your people.
Yeah. Okay, here, quick story. I'm gonna get to the one. Nah, I ain't gonna do that one. Your history class lied to you. Andrew Jackson was actually genocidal and racist. No, say it isn't so. I didn't know that. Did you not know that?
I didn't.
What?
I know all white people are genocidal, sociopaths and psychopaths.
Well, New York City gets an F, failing grade for what? For not awarding city contracts to black-owned businesses. No.
Say what happened again?
In New York City, their report card is an F for not awarding city contracts to black-owned businesses. Okay, here's the story. Here's one for you, y'all. Black man found hanging in his cell, but guess what's the irony of it? It's the same jail that Sarah Bland died in. Okay, let's pull this up. Okay, this black man found hanging in the same jail that Sarah Bland died in. And it isn't just her and this brother here, okay? Evan Parker, age 34, was found hanging. Now this is crazy. Evan Parker, 34, found hanging in the same cell where Sarah Bland died. That's not coincidence. That's not coincidence. Let's get the brother up so y'all can see. Got him?
Mm-hmm.
Got him? All right. So, found in the same cell, that's murder. Okay. Not only that, there's another sister, okay, that was arrested after being involved in an accident, and they took her to jail. All right. I guess because she didn't have a license or what have you. But in the course of being in jail, she complained of injuries. They refused her medical attention and she ended up dying in that same jail that you have two other black people dying in. All right?
They're just trying to, kill people, black men and women in that same cell, make it a thing,
So, this is what's happening, all right? This is what is happening, all right? Now, let me get to the one story that I want, all right?
Hey.
Oh.
I better wake up, man.
Y'all better wake up. A New York police detective says, never talk to the cops. This is true, all right? Because cops I won't say every place, but in a lot of places have quotas to meet, and by any means necessary, they will meet that quota. If it means planting drugs on you, which there's been many stories of cops planting drugs on people,
They
falsifying
stupid enough-
reports.
And they're stupid enough to keep the camera rolling too.
Well, divine intervention, I won't call it stupidity. Divine intervention. The Most High let that camera stay on.
God.
Okay? Because if it was up to him, had he had cognizant awareness, that camera would have been off and we are not known of that story.
He got in his pride, and Most High got it.
Right, con. So, so you can go to my page and look for that story also. But also go to my now divine intervention also, because I posted a video. It's on my page. Check that out. Brother had an open carry. Okay, he was carrying openly, and cops came up on him. One cop had his hand on his gun, but brother held his own, using law. But the Most High was with him also. All right, because law means nothing when it comes to us as a people. Okay, they don't respect their law when it comes to us. You got to understand that. I mean, you can only go but so far with their law, because if they want to do wrong, they're gonna do wrong. Ain't no law gonna stop them. That's what you have to understand.
They don't even care about their own people, man.
Right.
How they gonna care about your life? That law only works with them.
All right. Body cam footage of a sister who called Miami-Dade police for help. So she called the police. When the police came, she was arrested. But she called the police because a man banished a gun, I guess towards her. I don't know. Now, this is the little girl. Nice photo of her that was found in the duffel bag. Good. Okay. Now, what do I want? I want the one. All right, let's go up. I'm gonna get the main one that I want, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. A brother, young brother, truck driver, okay, was found hung in the back of his trailer at a truck stop. Okay, yes, they're hanging us in 2019. Okay, in case you wasn't aware of that.
But they keep saying God love everybody.
Well, they keep saying that.
That's because they're scared.
Now here's one. Okay, transgender woman. Okay, 18, sexually assaulted a girl who was 10 in the female bathrooms in Morrison's. Okay, where was this story at? We need the place. It don't say. Oh, and where? That don't make sense. Where's that at? Right up there. You see it?
What, like on the building or we talking?
Right there. Supermarket and where?
Oh, supermarket in Kirkcaldy 5. Kirkcaldy 5. I don't even know what it is.
I don't
That's
know
what it is.
that.
Kirkcaldy 5. Let's see what that is.
Where is that at? Where is that at, please? Drum roll. Okay. This is what happens.
What is Kirkcaldy 5?
What you got?
What location is Kirkcaldy 5 located? Spell it out for me, King.
Spell it out? Okay. Okay, hold up. Okay. KIRKCALDY, comma, FIFE. This is it. And by the way, since You know, they want to keep R. Kelly in the news. They want to dig up Michael Jackson and bring him back to trial. Let's not forget Elvis. Elvis was 25, and his soon-to-be wife was how old?
Okay, I got it.
14.
This is on the east coast of Scotland.
East coast of Scotland. Okay.
It's the UK.
UK. Oh, here's one for you. I got one here. Maybe we need to.
Did
This
someone
should-
get flagged for?
Huh?
Did someone get flagged for?
Well, I mean, it's a video. You mean what I was gonna show?
Mhm.
Nah, I'm gonna just
We're not worried about that, so
here. We're going.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
oh, that.
She's a teacher, right?
yeah.
She's a teacher.
She a teacher.
What? Let me see. I ain't-
Remember the video I showed the lady that spit?
Oh yeah,
And I
her.
was like, spitting is an assault charge.
Right,
She's going to jail.
right. But she ain't go. Okay. Now this white woman, what is she? She a teacher, right?
Mhm.
All right. She's a public school teacher. Name is Connolly Terran. Is that right? Help me out. Her name.
It's Corinne Toran. The woman literally. Oh yeah, name is Corinne.
All right. So she literally called two black folk in East Haven, Connecticut, FN niggers. Okay, on camera in front of her kids, and didn't think twice about it. All right.
Looking at her like we're ashamed of you.
But listen,
The guy that stepped in, he was like, oh, don't do that.
so again, these are public school teachers. Okay, these are police officers. Okay, these are public figures. Okay, they're supposedly servants to the public. Okay, they don't like black folk, and they don't mind letting you know that. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, polarization.
She ain't gonna have nobody to teach because if she teach little white kids, they gonna shoot her. You can't discipline a little white kid without him telling you when he get out the corner he gonna kill everybody. It's not gonna happen.
Okay, here's something. There is over 1,000 accordingly hate groups that are now active in the United States. 1,000.
Who do they hate and what do they hate?
Who do they hate?
What do they hate?
And why do they hate? Well,
And if they hate them, what did the people they hate? What did they do?
here it is. Here's the ringleader. He's the guy that made the payments to the higher ups. Okay, his name is Rick Singer.
Singer, there you go.
Here we go. Let's get his photo. Okay, we got him.
Yep.
Okay, Rick Singer. Okay, 24 years running game.
He made dough.
Could have retired.
And
But the money was good. It was easy, and he did nothing for it. He just put the pieces together. If they needed their SAT scores forged, he had people doing that. ACTs, he had people doing that. Administration, he had people doing that. He had everybody on the payroll. You best believe that. And he
they
paid
just turned
up.
a blind eye.
Right.
And they just walked right past and did the test or finished the test up for him. Right. Even went in there and just
They had professional test takers, whatever. Okay, whatever. What is it? Term papers, all that.
Mhm.
Paper mills, scam. Okay, nothing new.
That's why a lot of I would say Caucasian people complain about their kids not getting jobs when they get out of college because they're dumb as a bag of bread. I was talking to this it's a Issachar female yesterday on the bus, and she was like, I was like, so what's going? Because she had like a big suitcase. I thought she was homeless or something.
Right.
She's like, no, I just coming from college. I'm like, oh, what college you go to? San Francisco State. And I was like, oh, it ain't Berkeley. Though. She goes, no, I wish. And I was like, so it depends on, like, does it depend on what college you go to, or does it depend on how you apply yourself in school? And she really couldn't answer it. So I told her, well, there's a lot of people I'm talking about they cry and they complain about not getting a job when they get out, and they keep talking about Mexicans and everybody taking a job from them when they're dumb as hell.
Right.
They didn't apply themselves when they got into college. You got to apply yourself. You got to be better than the next person. And she was sitting there listening. I was like, it don't matter if you go to San Francisco State. It's just how you apply yourself while you're there.
San Diego State or San Francisco?
San Francisco State.
Okay. 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 A good story here. Okay. Eileen Garcia was missing, but then she was found. Okay. Good story. All right, let's show a good story for a change. Good.
Yeah, I left it.
Huh?
Yeah, I left it.
Left
You have to find it again.
Oh, man. Oh, come on. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, here we go. Good. Okay, she was found safe. All right. Now, I'm scrolling to find the one story that I'm looking for is Trump shuts down programs that could help stop the next white nationalist attack. Of course, he got to protect his base. Okay, so here we go. Story, y'all. Here's the story. Okay, let's get his picture up, and we'll end on this story. Got him?
Yeah.
Okay, this brother. Okay, his name was
Timon Blair.
Timon Blair, okay, 21 years old.
Tamon Blair.
Tamon Blair, 21 years old. Straight A student, West Charlotte High School grad, brother, son, soon to be father, truck driver.
Soon to be father.
Okay, lynched in the trailer of his 18-wheeler on March 15, 2019 in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
That just happened. That's like last week or something like that.
Right. And I know where Fort Wayne, Indiana is, and I used to drive trucks, so I've been through that area.
Is that on your Facebook page?
Yeah. Okay.
Let me see images.
That won't be seen on TV. That's the brother. Okay. I showed
I gotta
it.
talk about that today.
Right, come. So yeah, man. I mean, they're hanging us. Okay? Ain't nothing sweet out here.
Hold on. God loves everybody. Show them mercy.
Nah, show mercy to each other. Okay? Show mercy towards each other. Deal with your enemies accordingly. You have an obligation to defend yourself and those that you're responsible for, period. All right? So this is real. And hey, did you see it on the news? Huh? Did you see any of these cases on the news? No.
Because they don't want Negroes to get mad. They want us to stay docile right now.
We're supposed to be more worried about LeBron and the LA Lakers. I don't give a rat's you know what about any professional sport. Yeah, I might look at some highlights if you put them in front of me, but honestly, it's a distraction. Purposely distracting black people from what they need to be on, focus on.
I got a precept on this.
All right, you got some? All right. See, so look, it's not on the news. So what am I telling y'all? This brother's story, which you can find on my page, needs to be on everybody's page. You got him again?
Huh?
Okay. It needs to be on everybody's page. Everybody's page, man.
You got that? Read. Nice and loud.
This is Genesis chapter 49, verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall pray.
Huh?
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies.
Thy what?
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies.
We're all over the place with white people. We're in their armies, we're in their militaries. You know what I mean? They're mad right now. They don't want us there no more, Reed.
Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
And you will bow down. And they're doing it all the time on the internet now. They say we're a hate group, messing with passerbys, making them bow down. We can't make you bow down. but you will bow down. Read.
Judah is a lion's whelp.
Read.
From the prey, my son, thou art going up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion.
Because he's docile right now. Read.
And as an old lion.
And as an old lion, man, he just don't want to rise up right now. Read.
Who shall rouse him up?
Who shall what?
Who shall rouse him up?
Guess who's going to rouse him up? Esau. The hangings, the lynchings, the murder.
The killings, okay? The killings. Now, this one right here, right? Let me show you the book, because you might not believe what I'm about to read. Okay, let me show you the book. Okay. Come on back. Come on back. Little cooperation, you do good. Okay. What we got? You got it?
No.
Good?
Yeah, I'm the delectable Negro.
The delectable, bro.
The what? Delectable.
Delectable.
I gotta edify the people. Meaning of delectable.
Is that where they have the roasted man on side?
No, they don't show that picture.
That delectable?
Yeah, that delectable.
And who they call a delectable Negro?
Our people.
Delectable. It's an adjective. A food or drink delicious. Delicious, mouth-watering, appetizing, flavorsome, flavorful, toothsome, inviting. Very enjoyable, very palatable. Rich, sweet, tasty, savory. Those are just synonyms.
So basically what this book is about, it's about human consumption and what's that, homoeroticism?
Human consumption. Homoerectism. Homoerotic. Hold on. I'm
Eroticism?
The one I seen, they have that, but it was like they literally had a person on the table, like they
Sliced up.
No, they have roasted him like a turkey.
Wow.
And he
Was it an old picture or recent?
La.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Right. Some things are just kind of like, but no, this is real.
Yeah, they're talking about like some group that I guess it's like a group of
But
elite white people that get together. And I was just sitting there looking at the picture like,
right. So this is the other story that isn't really discussed among.
So I can.
Go ahead.
Homoeroticism. Just a second. Slocky. Is I just had it.
Okay.
Is a homosexual specifically marked by revealing or portraying homosexual desires. Definition: a tendency to be sexually aroused by a member of the same sex.
Okay. So basically, homosexuality was a part of the slave culture. Okay. Uncle Tom's Cabinet demonstrated that. And then there's another one where they make it like a documentary about slavery, demonstrate that. Okay. And also cannibalism. Okay. Cannibalism. Yeah, I said it. This is a book by who? Vincent Woodard. Okay. And this book tackles the subject of cannibalism and homosexuality within the slave culture. Okay. Gotta read it.
I mean, we've been here for what, over 400 years? We wasn't doing this stuff when we got here.
Right. This is part of the slave culture.
So
all right.
That tells you right there. Who is the original homosexual?
Ford is planning mass layoffs after losing $1 billion to Trump's trade tariffs. Okay. Domino effect, which will affect the housing market because people can't make their payments, which will raise the foreclosures, which will make another housing market crash. Okay. So, all right. Let's see.
Like when you didn't talk about the programs Trump shut down.
Yeah, I did say that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned it. I didn't go into vast detail, but I did mention it. Let's see. We only got 3 chapters, y'all. So, man, this is horrific news that I'm bringing you, that I'm not making up. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna bring. No, I'm not. He needs to be put to death. This priest, Catholic priest. Okay. No, I'm not gonna go into it.
They gotta get him off church first.
Gotta get him out the church.
Sanctuary.
Go in the sanctuary.
New bills is to crush all protests in America.
Right.
Ring
Well,
of fire.
that's aimed at us.
Yeah.
That's aimed at us.
That's how they tell the immigrants to go, like, when ICE is coming, they tell the immigrants to go to church, preferably a Catholic church, because the Pope has declared sanctuary over churches, all of them.
Catholic church. That is.
Catholic churches. That's why, if you ever notice, the archdiocese and the priests that have been charged with crimes never go anywhere outside of Catholic land, Catholic church land.
Right. That property.
They're on sanctuary property.
Right. So they're off limits. You can't touch property. Let's see. U.S. at the UN internationally now votes against an anti-Nazi resolution. Of course, that's his base. He ain't gonna. The United States ain't gonna vote against their base. So when the white nationalists say that Trump is the symbol of white nationalism, he means it. Okay, what you say 60,000 in Poland march for white nationalism, they mean it. And Trump is that flag that they salute. Okay, because he's the symbol of white nationalism. He's the symbol of white supremacy. Make America great again is really make the world great again. It just hasn't spread as well. It has spread. It's spreading as we speak. Israel says it's no longer a country for black people. They want the refugees, the Ethiopians and all that to leave. All right. Man, we get this. Hey, make sure you get this. Okay. All right. This guy here. Okay.
That's a guy.
Yeah. Okay. This guy here, he owns a daycare.
Oh man.
Oh man. Terrible.
I want you to take my kids to them.
Man. But what is he accused of? Raping 4 children. Raping 4 children. Man. I'm not gonna go into that one, but this is a white guy that's speaking at a council, just basically showing the corruption of the police and all the tactics that they use against black people. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, I also got the one, go to the page, how Kid Frost basically explains how Eazy-E got AIDS. Okay.
Suge.
Well, man. All right. Oh, here's one for you. A sex offender is busted as a drag queen who reads books to children in city library. Yes, I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. A sex offender, okay, registered sex offender, was busted as the drag queen that reads children's books to children at a city library. Who knew? Really, who knew? Who knew? I would think. All right. So let's see. Still slavery in Liberia. Okay, Libya, excuse me. Based on the Dred Scott decision. Okay, I think we need to play this real quick tonight. Okay, based on the Dred Scott decision, America is truly for white people. In case you didn't know that. Okay, we'll hear from the horse's mouth.
Principle put down by Chief Justice Torah in the Dred Scott decision was that blacks cannot be citizens of the United States. It says Dred Scott can't even sue because he's not an American. This is one of the best examples of this notion of blacks as aliens. even though he's born here and everything, he is not an American. The American family, as Tony says, is for women. And in the most famous sentence in that decision, he says, a black man has no rights which a white man is bound to respect. Now, he's not saying blacks can be killed with impunity. What he's saying
That's a lie.
speaking, they are not part of the body politic. They are not part of the we the
You
people
getting it?
that created the Constitution.
Are you hearing it?
They're just outside of the system.
I
So
can
they
hear it.
don't have rights under the Constitution because the Constitution is for white people.
So, the Constitution is for white people. Who knew? Okay, America is for white people. Who knew that? And he makes a lie when he says, well, are we saying that white people can kill black people with impunity? Yes, they can. And as the spirit reveals itself, he will revert back to his true nature. Okay, Revelation 12, verse 12. Read that real quick. Okay. So,
I got it.
okay, go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Oh. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
So, this is why all these stories are relevant. This is why all these things will continue to happen. This is the wake-up call for you so-called Negroes, West Indian, Haitians, Dominicans, Panamanians, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, North American Indians, Seminole Indian, Argentinians, Chileans, Colombians, Brazilians, Uruguayans, and Mexicans to get your act together, to repent, to come back to obedience, to come back to Yahweh Shai, your nation, Yasha, and the understanding preparing for these last days. And this is where we're at in 2019. Good. Okay.
Pray that y'all wake up, man.
So what you have is on the left, you have an actress, and the brother is Jim Kelly. He passed away. He played in 3 the Hard Way. He played in Enter the Dragon, for those that remember. And on the right, you have 2019 version. Okay. A young man putting on a dress to go to a prom with a woman wearing a suit. Okay. So this is what Neely Foley was talking about. The repression of black masculinity, okay, and the feminization of the black man. This is what's happening. This is the gay agenda. This is the gay agenda, okay? This is the gay agenda that you're looking at right now, okay? Where a black man feels it's appropriate to go to a award ceremony wearing a tux and a gown made together. Okay, as if he's making he's making a statement, but he's making the wrong statement. Okay, so without any further ado, because we can go on, but that's enough for now. Okay, the understanding is things are going to get worse. Okay, so we need to get ourselves together as a people. So you got no? Okay. Let's say a Madium or Pun Jerusalem. Let us stand and face towards our homeland, Jerusalem. Okay. So. Okay, here we go.
Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Shamka. Yahweh,
Malakmaka,
Malakmaka,
Taba'a,
Taba'a,
Ratazaka,
Ratazaka,
Haya,
Haya,
Asha,
Aisha,
Maharataza,
Maharataza,
Kahaya,
Kahaya,
Bashamayam,
Bashamayim,
Bashamayam,
Bashamayim,
Latanyanawa,
Nathaniel,
Lakum,
Lakam,
Kayawam,
Kayawam,
Washalakana,
Washalakanawa,
Kabawatina,
Gawatinawa,
Kashalakana,
Kasalaknawa,
Kabawatina,
Kabawatinawa,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Tabi'ayanawa,
Tabi'ayanawa,
Benasayawam,
Benasayawan,
Abo,
Abo,
Hawashayana,
Oshaynawa,
Manrai,
Manrai,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Lakha,
Laka,
Hamalakwa,
Hamalakwa,
Wala'ala,
Wa'ala,
Wa'atapara,
Wa'ataparath,
Walayalamium,
Wa'alamyum,
Aman,
Aman,
Bashim,
Basham,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Mashiach,
Hamashiach,
Aman,
Aman,
our Father,
our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name,
hallowed be thy name,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
thy kingdom
thy
come,
will be done,
thy will be done
in earth,
on earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this
our
day
daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us
and forgive
our
us
debts,
our debts
as we forgive
as we forgive
our debtors,
our debtors,
and lead us not
and lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
Amen.
Amen.
Bashem,
Bashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Mashiach,
Hamashiach,
Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
Bashem,
Bashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Hamashiach,
Hamashiach,
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, Psalms 84, verse 4, Psalms 144, Psalm verse 15, Psalms 145, and Psalms 115, verse 18. I will read. Blessed are they that dwell in thy house. They will still be praising thee, Selah. Happy is that people that is in such a case. Yea, happy is that people whose Alahaya is Yahweh. I will toll thee, my Alahaya, O King, and I will bless thy name forever and ever. Every day will I bless thee, and I will praise thy name forever and ever. Great is Yahweh, and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable. One generation shall praise thy works to another, and shall declare thy mighty acts. I will speak of the glorious honor of thy majesty, and of thy great wondrous works. And men shall speak of the mighty of thy terrible acts, and I will declare thy greatness. They shall abundantly utter the memory of thy great goodness, and sing of thy righteousness. Yahweh is gracious and full of compassion, slow to anger and of great mercy. Yahweh is good to all, and his tender mercy over all his works. All thy works shall praise thee, O Yahweh, and thy saints shall bless thee. They shall speak of the glory of thy kingdom, and talk of thy power, to make known to the sons of men his mighty acts, and the glorious majesty of his kingdom. Thy kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and thy dominion endureth throughout all generations. Yahweh upholdeth all that fall, and raiseth up all that be bowed down. Bow down. The eyes of all wait upon thee, and thou givest them their meat in due season. Thou openest thy hand and settest thy desire every living thing. Yahweh is righteous in all his ways, and holy in all his works. Yahweh is nigh unto all them that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth. He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him. He also will hear their cry and will save them. Yahweh preserves all that love him, but all the wicked will he destroy. My mouth shall speak the praise of Yahweh, and let all bless his holy name forever and ever. But we will bless Yahweh from this time forth and for even forevermore. Hallelujah.
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 Bashem.
Bashem,
Yahushai.
Yahushai,
Hamashiach.
Mashiach,
Amen.
Amen.
The first three prayers of the Mada. Abawath.
Abawath,
Barakathan.
Barakatah,
Yahweh.
Alahaya,
Halahaya.
Alahaya,
Abawath Lunawa. Alahaya.
Alahaya,
Abaraham.
Abaraham,
Allahaya.
Alahaya,
Yatazakwa.
Yatazakwa,
Wahala.
Wahala,
Haya.
Haya,
Yakwa.
Yakwa,
Allah.
Allah,
Shaya.
Shaya,
Allah.
Allah,
Al Yawan.
Ayawam,
Gamal.
Gamal,
Kasadayam.
Dayam,
Barakathan.
Barakatah,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Magan.
Magan,
Abaraham.
Abaraham,
Gabawarwath.
Warwath,
Athan Yahweh.
Atan Yahweh,
Gabor.
Gabor,
La'aiwalam.
La'awalam,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Makaya.
Maraya,
Wamakaya.
Wamakaya,
Barakathan.
Barakatah,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Makaya.
Makaya,
Matayam.
Matayam,
For the Wahash,
For the Wahash,
Shem,
Shem,
Yahweh,
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 Athan,
Athan,
for the Yash,
for the Yash,
Washemka,
Washimka,
for the Wash,
for the Wash,
for the
for the
Washyum,
Washim,
Bakal,
Bakal,
Yawam,
Yawam,
Hala Wakal,
Halawakal,
Salah,
Salah,
Barakathan,
Athan,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ha'Allah,
Ha'Allah,
Hakwad the Wash.
Hakor the Wash.
Blessed are you,
Blessed are you,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
power of our fathers,
power of our Father,
the power of
the
Abraham,
power of Abraham,
the power of
the
Isaac,
power of Isaac,
the power of
the power
Yaquah,
of Yahweh,
Almighty power,
Almighty power,
Most High power,
Most High power,
who bestows
who
mercy.
bestows mercy.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Sheila Abraham,
Shiloh Abraham,
mighty Yahweh,
Almighty Yahweh,
forever,
forever,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
who revives the
who
dead,
revives the dead,
who's comparable to you,
who's comparable unto you,
King of eternity,
King of eternity,
who caused death
who caused death
and gives life.
and gives life.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
who gives life to the
who
dead.
gives life to the dead.
You are holy,
You are
Yahweh,
holy, Yahweh,
and your name is
and
holy,
your name is holy.
and the Holy One,
And the Holy One,
every day,
every day,
praise you
praise you
forever.
forever. Blessed are you,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
the power is holy.
the power is holy.
Vashem,
Hashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushua,
Hamashiach,
Mashiach,
Aman.
Aman,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Vashem,
Hashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushua,
Barak,
Barak,
Hashabath,
Hashabah,
Barak,
Barak,
Amathka,
Amathka,
the water,
the water,
Hashabath,
Hashabah,
the water, Hashabath,
Hashabah,
the water.
the water,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushua,
Hamashiach,
Hamashiach,
the water,
the water,
Damyan,
Damyan,
Aman.
Aman.
Monium stand. Okay, anointing prayer. Anointing prayer.
You want to pray? That's the order.
Okay. Yabaraka, number 6, 24 to 26. Yabaraka, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Washamaraka,
Washamaraka,
Ya'ar Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hanyawa,
Hanyawa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Wayakanka,
Wayakanka,
Yasha'ar
Yasha'ar
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hanyawa,
Hanyawa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Wayashamlaka,
Wayashamlaka,
Shalom,
Shalom,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Barak,
Barak,
Rapar,
Rapar,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Kazak.
Kazak,
Yoshia,
Hashab Yogabar.
Marakad,
Nathaniel Allah, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Barak,
Barak,
Rapar,
Rapar,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Kazak.
Yoshia,
Hashab Yogabar.
Marakad,
Nathaniel Allah, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Barak,
Barak,
Rapar,
Rapar,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Kazak.
Kazak,
Yoshia,
Hashab Yogabar.
Marakad,
Nathaniel Allah, Bashem,
Bashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushua,
Hamashiach,
Hamashiach,
Aman.
Aman.
Yahweh bless thee
Yahweh bless thee
and keep thee.
and keep thee.
Aman.
Aman.
Yahweh make his face
Yahweh make his face
shine upon thee
shine upon thee
and be gracious
and be gracious
unto thee.
unto thee.
Aman.
Aman.
Yahweh lift up his countenance
Yahweh lift up his countenance
upon thee
upon thee
and give thee peace.
and give thee peace.
Aman.
Aman.
Bashem,
Bashem.
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushua,
Hamashiach,
Hamashiach,
Aman.
Aman.
Okay, the last 3 prayers of Mada. Abba Wadah,
Abba Wadah,
Ratazah,
Ratazah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Alahayinawa,
Alahayinawa,
Ba'anka,
Ba'anka,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Wapalnawa,
Wapalnawa,
Wahabshah,
Wahabshah,
Af,
Af,
Abba Wadah,
Abba Wadah,
Bayathka,
Yathka,
Makwadashka,
Makadashka,
Wahabshah,
Wahabshah,
Banya,
Banya,
Tazakwak,
Tazakwak,
Bun,
Bun,
Aharon,
Aharon,
Barakathan,
Barakathan,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Habshah,
Habshah,
Hyro Wadah,
Abba Wadah,
Bayathka,
Yathka,
La Yahayaka,
Yahayaka,
Hawadah,
Abba Wadah,
Mawadayam,
Mawadayam,
Naknawa,
Naknawa,
Laka,
Laka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Alahayinawa,
Alahayinawa,
La'iwalam,
La'iwalam,
Magun,
Magun,
Yeshaynawa,
Shayna,
Shayam,
Shayam,
Shalom,
Shalom,
Shayam,
Shayam,
Shalom,
Shalom,
Tawabah,
Tawabah,
Wabarakakan,
Wabarakakan,
Kahan,
Kahan,
Wakasad,
Wakasad,
Wabarakakayam,
Wabarakakayam,
Iwilawa,
Iwilawa,
Wa'ayil,
Wa'ayil,
Call,
Call,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
I'm Ka.
Anka.
Be favorable
Be favorable
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
to your people,
to your people,
Yasha'Allah,
Yasha'Allah,
and to our prayer,
to our prayer,
restore
restore
the service
the service
of your holy house,
of your holy house,
and restore
and restore
the sons
the son
of the Zadok,
Zada,
Zadok,
Zada,
son of Aaron.
son of Aaron.
Blessed are you,
Blessed are you,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
that restores the service
that restores the service
of your house
of your house
to your priests.
to your priests.
We thank you, Yahweh,
We thank you, Yahweh,
our power,
our power,
forever,
forever,
shield of our salvation,
shield of our salvation,
grant peace,
grant peace,
goodness,
goodness,
and blessings,
and blessing,
grace and kindness,
grace and kindness,
and compassion
and compassion
upon us
upon us,
and upon all.
upon all.
Yasha'Allah,
Yasha'Allah,
your people.
your people.
Bashem,
Bashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Hamashiach,
Hamashiach,
Aman.
Aman.
Okay, Psalms 121, a song in degrees. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ayel,
Ayel,
Aharyum,
Aharyum,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Isarius,
Isarius,
Isarius, Ma'ayin,
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Shemayim,
Shemayim,
Walaratiza,
Waratazah,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yathan,
Yathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yanawan,
Yanawam,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yanashan,
Yanashan,
Shamamar,
Shamar,
Yasha'Allah,
Yasha'Allah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Ayo,
Ayo,
Yun,
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 Ka.
Ka.
We're okay. Please pass by.
I can just leave this for you so that way you can look at it later.
Yep,
Right
go
now you're in
ahead.
the middle of stuff.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamaka,
Shamaka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Ayo,
Ayo,
Yun,
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 Ka.
Ka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yarakaka,
Yarakaka,
Wa Yarakaka,
Yarakaka,
Ba,
Ba,
La Yalah,
Yalah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Makal,
Makal,
Rai,
Rai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Af,
Af,
Napashka,
Napashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Wabarakakan,
Wabarakatan,
Ma'aitan,
Ma'aitan,
Wa'ail,
Wa'ail,
Iwalam,
Iwalam,
the water,
the water,
Damyad,
Damyah,
Aman.
Aman.
Psalms 121, a song of degrees. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. How is thy keeper? How is thy shade upon thy right hand? The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Bashem,
Bashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Hamashiach,
Hamashiach,
Aman.
Aman.
Okay, Psalms 92, a song for the Shabbat day. It's a good thing to give thanks unto Yahweh and to sing praises unto thy name, O Most High, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning and thy faithfulness every night, upon an instrument of 10 strings, upon a psaltery, upon the harp with a solemn sound. But lo, Yahweh has made me glad through thy work. I would triumph in the works of thy hand. Yahweh, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doeth a fool understand this. When the wicked spring as the grass, when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. But lo, Yahweh, art most high forevermore. For lo, thy enemy, Yahweh, for lo, thy enemy shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. But my horn shall not exalt like the horn of a unicorn. I shall be anointed with fresh oil. My eye also shall see my desire of my enemies, and my ears shall hear my desire of the wicked that rise up against me. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those that be planted in the house of Yahweh shall flourish in the courts of Elohim. They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourishing to show that Yahweh is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Bashem,
Bashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Hamashiach,
Hamashiach,
Aman.
Aman.
Hallelujah,
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 Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Bashem,
Bashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Hamashiach,
Hamashiach,
Aman.
Aman.
Okay, sisters, be seated. Men, stay standing. Okay, first reader.
Yashya ban Jose ban Aparam ban Yasharal.
Madium, Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatam.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Okay.
Mhm. Mhm. I know you were sweating on the inside, right?
Okay, Leviticus the 6th chapter. I guess read the verse 15. Okay. Call your chapter and verse.
This is Leviticus chapter 6, verse 1.
Okay, loud and clear.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, If a soul sin and commit a trespass against the Lord, and lie unto his neighbor, and which was delivered to him to keep of the following or fellowship, or in a thing taken away by
violence,
or health,
or hast
or have
deceived.
deceived his neighbor.
Okay, so that was a lot. So real quick, hold it up. If he a trespass he committed against his neighbor, whether it be by violence, okay, or something was put in his hand from his neighbor and he deceived his neighbor and kept it, okay. So he has to make an atonement for the sin, okay. Verse 3.
Or have found that which was lost and lieth concerning it, and within with
what? Oh, concerning it, okay, and sweareth falsely
in any of all these that a man doeth, sinning therein.
So if he lies about something that was lost, okay, and then he swear falsely in any of these things, he's committed a sin, okay. Verse 4.
Verse 4. Then it shall be, because he hath sinned, is guilty, that he shall restore that which he took violently away, or the thing which he hath deceitfully gotten, or that which was delivered him to keep, or the lost thing which he found.
So deceitfully meaning manipulation. He lied about it, cutting it short and sweet. He lied about it so he could keep that which he stolen from his neighbor, okay. Verse 5. Go ahead.
Or all that about which he has sworn falsely, he shall even restore it in the principal, and shall the fifth part more thereto, and give it unto him to whom is appertaineth in the day of the trespass
His trespass
offering.
So basically he's got to give back which he's stolen, okay, however he got it. Then he's going to add the fifth part, which is 20% more. That's the interest. Okay.
Verse 6. And he shall bring his trespass offering unto the Lord, a ram without blemish out of the flock, with thy estimation,
like an estimate, basically. Okay, go ahead.
For a trespass offering unto the priest.
So he got to bring a lamb. We know about what that means, okay? And that's going to be his offering he's going to make unto the Lord for his atonement for his trespass offering. Okay, what verse you in?
Verse 7.
Okay, let's get to 10.
And the priest shall make an atonement for him before the Lord, and it shall be forgiven him for anything of all that he hath done in trespassing therein.
So this offering with the the ram, what was it? A ram, okay, without blemish. This is the offering he's going to make to the Lord that the priest is going to offer up for his atonement for his trespass. Whatever his trespassing involves, that's the offering that he's going to make unto the Lord. Okay, what verse you in? 8?
Yeah.
All right,
Verse
go ahead.
8. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command Aaron and his sons, saying, This is the law of the burnt offering, and it is the burnt offering because of the burning upon the altar all night until the morning, and the fire of the altar shall be burning in it.
Okay, verse 10. Stop at 10. Go ahead.
And the priest shall put on his linen garment, and his linen breeches shall he put upon his flesh, and take up the ashes which the fire hath consumed with the burnt offering on the altar, and he shall put them beside the altar.
Okay, so what we're reading is how the priest had on a long Middle Eastern garment. I got warrior's length on, but the garment would come down by his ankles. Okay, and then he had breeches, linen breeches with basically pants underneath his garment. Okay, and this is what Aaron and his sons would do to to perform the priestly duties at the temple, okay, at the tabernacle. So the altar was fire that could burn continuously. They traveled with the altar, and how they kept the fire going is that they would cover the altar with a copper pot, okay, as to basically take out the oxygen, but the coals would still be burning. And then once they got to a place where they settled, they would keep the altar burnt with the fire. So the fire never went out. Okay. Just like your fire within your heart shouldn't go out towards the most commandments and understand what's happening around us in these last days. Okay. So next reader. Come on up. Men. His registry. I know you cool. Go ahead.
Hashabio Gabar, Ba Merle, Ba Yehuda, Ba Yasharala.
Abadium. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakatam.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Okay, pick up in verse 11. Okay, so we just read about what the priest garments look like. Okay. And we read about the altar. The altar burnt continuously. Can we get a picture of the altar, if possible? Okay, it burnt continuously. They traveled with the altar. Okay.
They had to burn the altar for what I was reading this already. It was
I mean, they burnt the altar. I mean, at the altar is where the sacrifices went on. All right, to the Most High. So whether it was for burnt offerings, sin offerings, trespass offerings, peace offerings, whatever the sacrifice was, the altar was,
It all happened at the altar.
Happened at the altar. It went down. It was going down at the altar. Okay, it was going down at the altar, and the altar burnt continuously. So you can understand. Okay, where you at? Verse 11.
Yep. Leviticus chapter 6, verse 11.
Okay.
And he shall put off his garments and put on other garments, and carry forth the ashes without the camp unto a clean place. And the fire upon the altar shall be burning in it. It shall not be put out. And the priest shall burn wood on it every morning, and lay the burnt offering in order upon it. And he shall burn thereon the fat of the peace offerings.
So you had the burnt offering, which was complete consumption. Then you had the peace offering, which was basically the fat was burnt for the peace offering. All right, and then you had the other offerings, whether it's for sin or trespassing. Okay, but that burnt offering went first. That was to the Most High. Okay, that went to the Most High. Everything got burnt up, and he consumed it. He smelled it. He embraced it. Okay, go ahead.
The fire shall ever be burning upon the altar. It shall never go out. And this is the law of the meat offering the sons of Aaron shall offer it before the Lord, before the altar. And he shall take of it his handful of the flour of the meat offering, and of the oil thereof, and all the frankincense which is upon the meat offering, and shall burn it upon the altar for a sweet savor, and even the memorial of it unto the Lord.
So the flour, which was the meat offering, was mingled with oil and frankincense and burnt on the altar for a sweet savor for the Most High to smell. Okay, frankincense smells good. You got the oil and you got the flour being burnt up before the Most High. Okay, go ahead, verse 16.
And the remainder thereof shall Aaron and his sons eat. With unleavened bread shall it be eaten in the holy place. In the court of the tabernacle of the congregation they shall eat it. It shall not be baken with leaven.
So the leaven is what? The kamats, which cause the flour to rise. Okay, let's show the camera.
This is the altar of the burnt offerings that will be burning. Altar that will be burning all night.
It never went out. The fire never went out. That was the priest's duty, to keep the fire going. Okay. Where you at?
Verse 17.
Okay.
I have given it unto them for their portion of my offerings made by fire. It is most holy, as is the sin offering, and as the trespass offering. All the males among the children of Aaron shall eat of it. It shall be a statute forever in your generations, concerning the offerings of the Lord made by fire. Everyone that toucheth them shall be holy.
So these was real quick, go to Ezekiel, the 44th chapter. Let me see. Huh? Let me see. Okay. This is talking about the sons of Zadok. You often hear us say that in the prayers about the son of Zadok, son of Aharon. Okay. All right. We're going to get the understanding. This is Ezekiel, the 44th chapter, starting from the 10th verse. You got it?
Oh yeah, come.
All right.
Ezekiel 44, verse 10. And the Levites that are gone away far from me, when Israel was astray, which went astray away from me after their idols, they shall even bear their iniquity.
So the sons of Levi shall bear their iniquity, those that went astray from the Most High. Okay. Levi, who are the Haitians today, received a double punishment because they were the Levitical priests. So this is why Haiti is going through the turmoil that it's going through. Yes, the Most High delivered them out of the hand of the French. That was his Levitical priest. He wasn't having that. Okay, he cut their captivity short. Okay, but at the same time, this is why they're going through the turmoil that they're going through their governments, through the hurricanes, the storms, the poverty. I mean, but the land is rich. It's full of minerals. America wants Haiti, okay, full of gold, full of coltan and every other minerals that they haven't known, they don't know how to use them yet. That's the type of minerals that Haiti has. Yeah. Mountains full of gold and minerals. So they're trying to decimate Haiti, but that's the Most High. And the Most High ain't having it, all right? You go out there if you want to, okay? And, you know, Esau playing with the left-hand side. He is the left-hand side, okay? Along with the wicked of Levi, okay? But the Most High has the final decision, all right? What verse you in?
Verse 18.
Okay. No, I wanted you to go back.
Oh, to Ezekiel?
Yes.
Oh, I'm still verse 10.
Right.
Verse 11. Now.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 11. Yet they shall be ministers in my sanctuary.
Despite that, they shall be the ministers unto the sanctuary, the temple, to the Most High. That's their duty. The tribe of Levi, the Most High took them to himself. Okay, that is his firstborn. Okay, and then we are the firstborn to the nation. Okay, but the firstborn is the Levitical priest. Okay, go ahead. Where you at?
Still verse 11.
Go ahead.
Having charge at the gates of the house and ministering to the house, they shall slay the burnt offering and the sacrifice for the people, and they shall stand before them to minister unto them. Because they ministered unto them before their idols, and caused the house of Israel to fall into iniquity, therefore have I lifted up my hand against them, saith the Lord, and they shall bear their iniquity. And they shall not come near unto me to do the office of a priest unto me, nor to come near to any of my holy things in the most holy place, but they shall bear their shame and their abominations which they have committed.
So that's all that sorcery and witchcraft that they dabbled in, because they have the gateway to the spiritual world. Okay, but you come any other way, you come as a thief. Okay, dabbling for power will get you destroyed, because you're not coming by the way of Yahushua Mashiach to the Most High. And he ain't giving us that power yet. You gotta wait. And everybody ain't gonna get the power, so don't be surprised. Okay, only those that are worthy to receive that power will get it. All right, because power comes what? Responsibility. Okay, accountability. Okay, where you at? 14?
14.
Go ahead.
Verse 14. But I will make them keepers of the charge of the house for all the service thereof, and for all that shall be done therein.
Verse 15, the main part. Go ahead.
But the priests, the Levites, the sons of Zadok, that kept the charge of my sanctuary, when the children of Israel went astray from me, they shall come near to me to minister unto me, and they shall stand before me to offer unto me fat and the blood.
Fat.
Salakia, me the fat and the blood, saith the Lord.
Verse 16.
They shall enter into my sanctuary, and they shall come near to my table to minister unto me, and they shall keep my charge.
So this is why we say the sons of Zadok, who was one of the sons of Aaron, shall now be in charge of the sanctuary and the temple to do the sacrifices once again to the Most High. Okay, now we can go back to Leviticus 6 and read 18 again and keep going.
Leviticus
6:18.
Leviticus chapter 6, verse 18. All the males among the children of Aaron shall eat of it. It shall be a statute forever in your generations concerning the offerings of the Lord made by fire. Everyone that toucheth them shall be holy. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, This is the offering of Aaron and of his sons, which they shall offer unto the Lord in the day when he is anointed. The 10th part of an ephah of fine flour for a meat offering, perpetual, half of it in the morning, and half thereof at night.
So this is the meat offering, oil mingled with flour, that half would be offered to the Most High in the morning and the other half in the evening. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 21. In a pan it shall be made with oil, and when it is baken, thou shalt bring it in. And the bacon pieces of the meat offering shalt thou offer for a sweet savior unto the Lord. And the priest of his sons that is anointed in his stead shall offer it. It is a statute forever unto the Lord. It shall be wholly burnt. For every meat offering for the priest shall be wholly burnt. It shall not be
eaten.
It shall not be eaten.
All right.
Verse 24. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto his son, saying, This is the law of the sin offering, in the place where the burnt offering is killed. Shall the sin offering be killed before the Lord? It is most holy. The priest that offereth it for sin shall eat it. In the holy place shall it be eaten. in the court of the tabernacle of the congregation. Whatsoever shall touch the flesh thereof shall be holy. And when there is sprinkled of the blood thereof upon any garment, thou shalt wash that whereon it was sprinkled in the holy place. But the wherein it is sodden shall be broken.
So earthen vessel where his blood gets on cannot be washed to make clean again. They had to destroy it. Okay, go ahead.
And if it be sodden in a brassen pot, it shall be both scoured and rinsed in water.
So in a pot made out of brass, it was able to be cleansed. Okay, scour means scrubbed and then rinsed with. Okay, I'll go as far as probably boiling water. All right, go ahead.
Verse 29. All the males among the priests shall eat thereof. It is most holy. And no sin offering whereof any of the blood is brought into the tabernacle of the congregation to reconcile withal in the holy place shall be eaten. It shall be burnt in the fire.
So no sin offering shall be eaten, but it shall be burnt with fire. Okay. So all males stand. So we're reading about the sin offering, we're reading about the peace offering, okay, the trespass offering, and the burnt offering. Okay, close out.
Call Shara, the Bar Yahweh, Nai Shah, Wanah Shemai. All that Yahweh said, what we doing here?
Next reader.
Zachariah, Ban Marakad, Ban Yehuda, Ban Yasharal.
Madium. Barak.
Yahbashim Yashar Brakatam.
Yahbashim Yashar Barakatah.
Okay, in Leviticus, the 7th chapter.
So, this is Leviticus chapter 7, verse 1. Likewise, this is the law of the trespass offering. It is most holy. In the place where they kill the burnt offering, shall they kill the trespass offering, in the blood thereof shall he sprinkle around about upon the altar. And he shall offer of it all the fat thereof, the rump, the fat that covereth the inwards, and 2 kidneys, and the fat that is on them.
So this is the call, okay, that's the fat surrounding the different organs. That's the fat that you offered up to the Most High. In addition to other fat, but that's the main fat that the Most High wanted. He didn't want us to eat that fat. Okay, go ahead.
And the priest shall burn them upon the altar for an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It was a trespass offering.
It is.
It is a trespass offering.
All right.
Every male among the priests shall eat thereof. It shall be eaten in the holy place. It is most holy. As the sin offering is, so is the trespass offering. There is one law for them. The priest that maketh atonement therewith shall have it.
So the priest, because they rotated, the priest that made the offering for the sin or the trespass offering, he would eat what was left of the offering to the Most High. Okay, so they rotated around. On any given day, a priest who did that part of the offerings by fire to the Most High would have the portion that was left to himself. All right, what verse you in?
Verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
And the priest that offereth any man's burnt offering, even the priest shall have to himself the skin of the burnt offering which he hath offered.
So the skin of the animal, the priest would have so he could tan it and make whatever product he wanted to make after.
Sure.
But the priest became so wicked, they were even charging the people for them to take the skin. I'll tell you, that's Israel. That's Israel. All right. Go ahead. Where you at?
Verse 9.
Okay.
And all the meat offering that is baked in the oven, and all that is dressed in the frying pan, in the pan shall be the priest that offereth it. And every meat offering mingled with oil and dry, and all the sons of Aaron have. Shall all the sons of Aaron, and every meat offering mingled with oil and dry, shall all the sons of Aaron have, much as another. And this is the law of the sacrifice of peace offering, which he shall offer unto the Lord. If he offer it for a thanksgiving, then he shall offer with the sacrifice of thanksgiving unleavened cakes mingled with oil.
Thanksgiving is just to give thanks to the Most High. That's the thanks. Thank you for what you've done for me.
Con, not
Yeah,
not the turkey with the
Thank
giblet,
you. Yeah.
with the giblet gravy and all that, and the mashed potatoes.
I just felt that I had to say that.
Right. Just to clarify,
Yeah,
clarify.
yeah.
Somebody might have ran with it.
Yeah. Thanksgiving in the scriptures.
Man,
Do it.
Go ahead.
go ahead. Verse you in.
Verse 13.
And 12, and this goes a long way. Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? It's like giving your brothers and sisters something as to say thank you. You know, we hand out giving cakes or a meal or something like that. You know.
Besides the cakes, he shall offer for his offering leavened bread with the sacrifice of thanksgiving of his peace offering. And if he shall offer one out the whole oblation for an heave offering unto the Lord, and it shall be the priest that sprinkleth the blood of the peace offering, and the flesh of the sacrifice of his peace offering.
So he's saying if he gives a lot, you know, some of it shall be for the priest as well. It's a heavy offering, you know what I mean? He come there, he's thankful. He's bringing a lot of stuff. He's really thankful for what he's done. He's finna give the Most High a lot. So, you know, some of that's gonna be for the priest too. The Most High the Most High only takes what's sufficient for him. That's why he gave us that law. Only eat what's sufficient. The Most High ain't about to take that. He's about to give some of that to the priest as well. Go ahead.
And the flesh of the sacrifice of his peace offering for thanksgiving shall be eaten in the same day that it is offered. He shall not leave any of it until the morning. But if the sacrifice of his offering be a vow or a voluntary offering, it shall be eaten the same day that he offereth his sacrifice. And on the morrow also the remainder of it shall be eaten. But the remainder of the flesh of the sacrifice on the third day shall be burnt with fire. And if any of the flesh of the sacrifice of his peace offering be eaten at all on the third day, it shall not be accepted, neither shall it be imputed unto him that offereth it. It shall be
So it won't count.
it shall be an abomination, and the soul that eateth of it shall bear his iniquity.
So details, order.
I think he should read that again.
Yeah, what? All right.
Yes, that is that third day after that third day, especially in the Passover, people like the Passover, you got that the meat you got for the anointed, the one that's not for the anointed. And, you know, if you're not anointed, or I'm saying, and you eat some of this, something can happen. You know, well, that's for another time for the story, but that precept is very important. So now you should read that again.
What verse you in?
Verse 19.
But you just finished reading 18, right? Read that again, Brother Kushan.
And if any of the flesh of the sacrifice be of his peace offering be eaten at all on the third day, it shall not be accepted, neither shall it be imputed unto him that offered it. It shall be.
After the third day, you cannot touch it, cannot eat it. It will not be accepted. You're supposed to eat that within the third day for it to be accepted. All right, go ahead.
It shall be an abomination, and the soul that eateth of it shall bear his iniquity. And the flesh that toucheth any unclean thing shall not be eaten, it shall be burnt with fire. And as for the flesh, all that be clean shall eat.
So the flesh just became unclean after the third day. If it touches anything, now it's unclean. When you touch it, it's unclean. That flesh, that meat, meat offering.
But the soul that eateth of the flesh of the sacrifice for peace offering that pertain unto the Lord, having his uncleanness upon him, even that soul shall be cut off from his people. Moreover, the soul that shall touch any.
Hold on. But the soul that eateth the flesh of the sacrifice offering after the third day, that pertaineth unto the Lord, having his uncleanness, that uncleanness is that meat that he ate after the third day. Right? His uncleanness upon him, even that soul shall be cut off from his people. All right, go ahead.
Moreover, the soul that shall touch any unclean thing, uncleanness of man, or any unclean beast, or any abominable unclean thing, and eat of the flesh of the sacrifice of peace offering, which pertain unto the Lord, even that soul shall be cut off from his people. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, Ye shall not eat no manner of fat of ox, of sheep, or of goat.
Stop. Okay. That's referring to the kalab. That's the fat around the organs of those animals. Okay. All right. Specifically, the fat around the kidneys, the liver, the heart, the fat around organs. Okay. We're not to eat that.
That's for the Most High.
Yeah, that's for the Most High. Okay. But the fat that comes with portions of meat, of steak, or of chicken,
And all that stuff.
the fat of oxtail, okay, lamb, okay, that fat is okay to eat. I mean, you would trim a good portion of it off, but I mean, the fat that needed for cooking, it's all right to eat. Okay, but this specifically is talking about the kalab, which is the fat around the organs. Okay, verse 24.
And of the fat of the beast that dieth of itself, and the fat of which is torn with the beast, may be used in any other use, but you shall in no wise eat of it.
So the animal too. The animal gets torn up by beasts, you can use that meat for any other use. I guess feed.
Like cattle or something?
No, you wouldn't
Dogs.
feed cattle meat.
Burnt offering or anything.
Yeah. I mean, you can use it for burnt offering. You can use the skin to tan it for leather. Okay, but you just can't eat that meat. That meat probably burned up to the Most High for sure. You know, it went down like that. Okay, where you at?
Verse 25.
All right.
For whosoever eateth the fat of the beast, of which men offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, even the soul that eateth it shall be cut off from his people. Moreover,
So, whosoever eateth the fat of the beast, of which men offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh, even the soul that eateth it shall be cut off from his people. So if this meat or fat was supposed to be offered unto the Most High and somebody ate it, that person would be cut off from the people. Okay. Verse 26.
Cut off, like we can't mess with you no more. You're done with us.
You out the camp.
Yeah.
You exiled.
God.
That cut off.
heathen?
You feel like a heathen?
Yeah, like cut them off. Don't deal with them like a Republican,
God.
like order. You got a beef with somebody, you go to that person. That didn't work. Then you bring two witnesses, 2 to 3 witnesses. If that didn't work, then you bring him before the congregation and cast him out as a publican, because he ain't right. But you let everybody know of his trespass and what he did was wrong. So everybody be up on game with this dude.
Right.
Okay. So where you at? Verse 26. Go ahead. We straight?
Verse 26. Moreover, ye shall eat no manner of blood, whether it be of the fowl or the beast of any of your dwellings.
27.
Whatsoever so there be that eateth any manner of blood, even that soul shall be cut off from his people.
And why is that? Because the spirit of the animal dwells within the blood. And the Most High does not want us digesting spirits of animals. When you look at other cultures, they do that. Okay? Other cultures want the adrenaline from a tiger. Okay? Want the adrenaline from bears, or adrenaline from
For what?
strength, power, ferociousness. Okay, because that spirit of the animals is within that adrenaline. So you digest that. You're not the same person. Okay, you're not the same person. All All right, that's demonic in nature. Okay, where you at? 28.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, He that offereth the sacrifice of his peace offering unto the Lord shall bring his oblation unto the Lord, and sacrifice of the peace offering. His own hand shall bring the offering of the Lord, made by fire, the fat with the breast. It shall he bring that the breast may be waved for a wave offering before the Lord. And the priest shall burn the fat upon the altar.
So you got the wave offering with the barley going on at some point of time, okay, and then you have the wave of the fat of the animal being waved before the Most High before it gets burnt. Okay, you got that going on. Okay, so verse you in.
Verse 32. And the right shoulder shall ye give unto the priest for an heave offering of the sacrifices of your peace offering.
So the right shoulder of the animal is given to the priest. Okay, that's for him to keep. Okay, go ahead.
He among the sons of Aaron that offereth the blood of the peace offering, and the fat shall have the right shoulder for his part.
So that was payment to the priest that made that offering to the Most High. You gave that priest that right shoulder of that animal. Okay. Go ahead. 34.
God. For the wave breast and the heave shoulder have I taken of the children of Israel from off the sacrifices of their peace offering, and have given them unto Aaron the priest, and set unto his sons by a statute forever from among the children of Israel. And the portion of anointing of Aaron, and of the
this is the portion, right?
This is the portion of the anointing of Aaron, and of the anointing of his sons, out of the offering of the Lord made by fire, in the day when he presented them to minister unto the Lord in the priest office, which the Lord commanded to be given them of the children of Israel in the day that he anointed them by a statute forever throughout their generations. This is the law of the burnt offering, of the meat offering, and of the sin offering, and of the trespass offering, and of the consecrations, and of the sacrifice of the peace offering, which the Lord commanded Moses in Mount Sinai, in the day that he commanded the children of Israel to offer the oblations unto the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai.
So what we read in Leviticus 7, as well as starting off in Leviticus 6, are the different offerings that were made to the Most High. Okay, we read about the burnt offering, which was the whole animal, the meat offering, which was the flour mingled with oil and sometimes frankincense, and the trespass offering, okay, and the peace offerings, which the right shoulder of the sin offering and peace offerings was given to that priest that made that offering for that person. Okay, that was their payment. All right. Men stand. Close out.
Call Shara, Debar Yahweh, and Naishah, and Ashema. All they Yahweh said. What we doing here?
Okay, next reader. Leviticus 8.
Marakad ban Darnell ban Yahawah ban Yasharala.
Amadium. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yashar Barakatam.
Yahweh Shem Yashar Barakah.
Okay, we're in Leviticus, the 8th chapter now. Last portion of this week's Torah portion. Reading about the different sacrifices. Now we're going to read, I believe, about the priest garments, the ephod, perhaps. All right, go ahead.
This is Leviticus chapter 8 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take Aaron and his sons with him, and the garments, and the anointing oil, and a bullock for the sin offering, and 2 rams, and a basket of unleavened bread. And gather thou all the congregation together unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Moses did as the Lord commanded him. And the assembly gathered together unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Moses said unto the congregation, This is the thing which the Lord commanded to be done. And Moses brought Aaron and his sons and washed them with water. And he put upon him the coat, and girded him with the girdle, and clothed him with the robe. and put the ephod upon him. And he girded him with the curious girdle of the ephod, and bound it unto him therewith. And he put the breastplate upon him. Also, he put in the breastplate the Urim and the Thummim.
So Urim and Thummim was what? The crystal balls that the priest would use to get answers to any question from the Most High. Okay? And the crystal ball would either light up yay or nay, depending on the question that was being asked. Okay, whatever system they had, both would light up for yes, or one would light up for no, or two yes or two. We don't know. That's the point I'm making.
For them good liars.
Huh?
For them good liars.
Right, So, when you get a chance, pull up a picture of the ephod too.
Okay.
All right.
Leviticus 8, chapter 8 and verse 9.
All right.
And he put the mitre upon his head, also upon the mitre, even upon his forefront did he put the golden plate, the holy crown, as the Lord commanded Moses.
So he had the mitre, which is a turban, okay. Then on top of the turban, he had a crown. All right, a holy crown, as the Most High commanded Moshe. Okay, were you at 10?
Yeah.
All right.
And Moses took the anointing oil and anointed the tabernacle and all that was therein, and sanctified them. And he sprinkled thereof upon the altar 7, both the lever and his foot, to sanctify them.
So he used the anointing oil to anoint the altar 7 times, dedicated to the Most High for its purpose, and cleansed everything that was going to be used in the tabernacle. Okay, verse 12. Now he's going to anoint Aaron.
And he poured of the anointing oil upon Aaron's head, and anointed him to sanctify him,
to cleanse him. Okay, go ahead.
And Moses brought Aaron's sons, and put coats upon them, and girded them with girdles, and put bonnets upon them, as the Lord commanded Moses.
So Moshe was doing the commandment of the Most High. Whatever he told him to do in regards to Aaron and his sons, as far as being the priest, that's what he would do.
And he's also set an example of obedience of the Most High. As what the Most High told him to do, he's doing it.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Leviticus chapter 8, verse 14. And he brought the bullock for the sin offering, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands upon the head of the bullock for the sin offering. And he slew it. And Moses took the blood and put it upon the horns of the altar round about with his finger, and purified the altar, and poured the blood at the bottom of the altar, and sanctified it, to make reconciliation upon it.
The reconciliation will be upon it once it's set on fire and it's burnt before the Most High, and he inhales the smoke thereof. Okay, go ahead.
And he took all the fat that was upon the inwards, and the caul above the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and their fat, and Moses burned it upon the altar.
So Moshe burned the kalab, fat around the organs, the kidneys, the liver. Okay, all that fat that's near the organs was burnt. Okay, verse 17.
Verse 17. But the bullock and his hide, his flesh, and his dung, he burnt with fire without the camp, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he bought the ram for the burnt offering, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands upon the head of the ram, and he killed it. And Moses sprinkled the blood upon the altar round about. And he cut the ram into pieces. And Moses burnt the head and the pieces and the fat.
So he burnt these pieces to the Most High, all right, as commanded by the Most High.
Okay.
All right. It wasn't on his own mind. He was following the mind of the Most High to do these things.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 21. And he washed the inwards and the legs in water, and Moses burnt the whole ram upon the altar. It was a burnt sacrifice for a sweet Savior, and an offering made by fire unto the Lord as the Lord commanded Moses. And he brought the other ram, the ram of the consecration. And Aaron and his sons laid their hands upon the head of the ram, and he slew it. And Moses took of the blood of it, and put it on the tip of Aaron's right ear, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot. And he brought Aaron's son, and Moses put of the blood upon the tip of their right ear, and upon the thumbs of their right hands, and upon the great toes of their right feet. And Moses sprinkled the blood upon the altar round about.
So he consecrated Aharon and his sons with the blood for the dedication of the altar, for the job that they was going to do, to be offering up the sacrifices to the Most High. So he's basically cleansing them before the Most High so they could do their job. Okay. Why the right
ear,
right thumb, right toe, right big toe of the right foot? Okay. Go ahead.
25. And he took the fat and the rump and all the fat that was upon the inwards, and the kavah and the calf above the liver, and the two kidneys and their feet, and their fat, and the right shoulder. And out of the basket of unleavened bread that was before the Lord, he took one unleavened cake, and a cake of oiled bread, and one wafer, and put them on the fat and upon the right shoulder. And he put all upon Aaron's hands and upon his son's hands, and they waved them for a wave offering before the Lord. And Moses took them from off their hands, and burnt them.
Took what off their hands? Took the fat that was off their hands, and he burned it before the Most High. After they waved it to the Most High,
as like, this is yours.
Yeah, dedicating, paying homage to the Most High. This is yours. We dedicate this to you, and then gave it back to Moses, who then burnt Masha, and who then burnt it on the altar.
And just presenting what they was going to do, what they have to give to them. That's like us going to the highways and byways. We are presenting ourselves unto the Most High, which is the least sacrifice that we can do. You know, poorly iterated, but yes, it's in the book of Romans.
All right, go ahead.
And Moses took them from off their hands and burnt them on the altar upon the burnt offering. They were consecrations for a sweet Savior. It is an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Verse 29. And Moses took the breast and waved it for a wave offering before the Lord. For of the ram of consecration it was Moses' part, as the Lord commanded Moses. And Moses took of the anointing oil and of the blood which was upon the altar, and sprinkled it upon Aaron, and upon his garments, and upon his sons, and upon his sons' garments with him, and sanctified Aaron and his garments, and his sons' garments with him. And Moses said unto Aaron and to his sons, boil the flesh at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and there eat it with the bread that is in the basket of consecration, as I commanded, saying, Aaron and his sons shall eat it. And that which remaineth of the flesh and of the bread shall ye burn with fire. Verse 33. And ye shall not go out of the door of the tabernacle of the congregation in 7 days, until the days of your consecration be at an end. For 7 days shall he consecrate you. As he hath done this day, so the Lord hath commanded to do, to make an atonement for you. Therefore shall ye abide at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation day and night, 7 days, and keep the charge of the Lord, that ye die not, for so I am commanded. So Aaron and his sons did all things.
For so I am commanded.
For so I am commanded. So Aaron and his sons did all things which the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses.
Okay. So this was the consecration, the dedication, and the cleansing that Aharon and his sons had to go through by the hand of Masha. And then they had to stay within the tabernacle for 7 days while they were being cleansed. Okay, let's close out.
Ka Shara.
Ka Shara.
Bar Yahweh.
The Bar Yahweh.
Benai Shah.
Benai Shah.
Benai Shema.
Benai Shema.
All that Yahweh said.
All that Yahweh said.
What we do it here.
What we doing here?
All right, so this week's Torah portion, okay, a shopping for bar. Get Jeremiah the 7th chapter, starting from verse 21, and go to Jeremiah 8th chapter, verse 3.
Get that shit. Okay. All right, we'll get that shit. And just put it right here, sit and read.
Seventh chapter, verse 21.
Yeah. We're gonna read about Israel's
You
hard-headedness.
can back up some. Oh, yeah. I got you. There you go.
Hold up, let me get it.
Only when we read the law, you gotta stand up. Jeremiah what?
Jeremiah the 7th chapter. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 21. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, put your burnt offerings unto your sacrifices, and eat flesh.
7:21.
For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt, concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your God.
Power.
And I will be your Elohim.
Elohim.
Elohim. And I will be your Elohim. And ye shall be my people, and walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. But they hearkened not, nor inclined their ear, but walked in the counsels and in the imagination of their evil heart.
Evil mind. Wicked mind. Feet swift to run to evil. Love it and want more of it. Okay. And this is Israel today, honestly. You know, what's the latest challenge to be stupid? Which challenge is it? Can somebody tell us?
Which what?
What's the latest challenge to be stupid?
Oh, yeah, I know they got some challenges out there. It was
What is it?
the laundry pads. The laundry
What's happening?
There's a challenge that goes around never judge a book by its cover, where people for this is actually what happened. Someone had a flat iron, and then like they were gonna pretend upon the tongue, and then like they say, you thought I was gonna put this on my tongue, never judge a book by its cover, and they say psych and they actually do it. And some other people eat soap.
Stupid.
You got the stupid bath salts challenge people be doing.
And that's the last thing people want to be sniffing, no bath salts. Okay, that's low level flaca. That's the low level flaca drug.
That's a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
No,
You said
that's
has to
not.
be there.
What other challenge that's stupid?
Oh, you have the pause challenge.
Pause.
Yeah, where you have to pause and someone does something crazy to you, or like say for drinking something, and you have to pause and then you have to check the whole thing. You just gotta keep it like that.
Okay. Again, category of stupidity.
I got a precept.
Okay.
This is Judith 5:20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
And this is what has happened. Our enemies have overcome us because of our stupidity and our willful disobedience to the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible. Okay,
And that was the negative part too.
so this is what happens. Okay, where you at?
Hold on, let me get this last one.
All right.
And this is the flip side, and this is the repentance part about this right here. Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become for all the world.
So if we were to repent, the Most High come fight for us, and all these nations, see, they know that the Most High ain't with us. Despite all I'm walking with the Lord, and I spoke with the Lord last night, and I got a vision from the Lord, and I'm walking on water, and I'm doing this, I'm healing.
I'm walking on water. Hey, and that's the allegoric they will put out there. I'm walking on water, man.
I'm walking on water. I'm healing people. Heal in the name of sweet Jesus. You're not doing none of that. Okay? Because if you can heal somebody, go to the hospital and call sick people out by your word. I'm just saying, if you really healing, let's see some healing.
That is a good one.
All right?
That is a good one.
Okay? It ain't so, man. The first step to realize that you have a problem is to admit that you have a problem. We have a problem, Black people. The Most High is not with us right now. I don't care. Look, you can give me an 8-hour speech about how this and how that, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to go get that money. Okay? If the Lord is with you, you wouldn't need no money. You'd have all your needs met, period. Okay? It is what it is. We just don't want to admit it. Pride. Pride. Where you at?
Verse 25.
Okay, go ahead.
Since the day that our fathers came forth
Your
out of
fathers.
Salakia. Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them. Yet they hearkened not unto me, nor inclined their ear, but hardened their neck. They did worse than their fathers. Therefore, thou shalt speak all these words unto them.
So, prophets would come, prophets would try to tell them things, and they just wouldn't hearken. Okay? To the point what? When we came out of Egypt, we wanted a golden calf. We wanted to go back to slavery. We didn't want the cost of freedom, which is work. Laborious work, if you want to be free. Because if you don't plant it, it ain't gonna get planted. If you don't harvest it, it's not gonna get harvested. And if you don't make the finished product, whether it be bread, food, etc., clothing, you won't have it. Okay, that's the price of freedom. You have to work for it. Okay, and defend yourself from anybody that wants to take your freedom, meaning put you back into slavery. Okay, so do you want to be free? I guess that's the question. For the most part, you don't. You want to continue in whatever America got you believing in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to continue social media, Facebook's, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Google Hangouts. You know, you're more concerned about sports than justice. Okay, you're more concerned about sports, okay, than actual justice for your people, and that's just what it is. It is what it is. Okay, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. It's 2019. Ain't no time for sugarcoating. It's gonna get real. Okay, yeah, we're crying wolf, but listen, the wolf is knocking on the door. You better see these signs and prepare thyself. Where you at?
Verse 27.
Go ahead.
Therefore, thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Lord, the voice of Yahweh, their Elohim, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished, and is cut off from their mouth.
And that is so-called Black America and so-called Latino America. Okay, you are cut off from the Most, having your conscience seared with a hot iron. That's scripture, ain't it?
Mhm.
Having a conscience seared with a hot iron, which is what these churches, I was going to use a bad word, I'm not going to use it. These houses of ill repute, you know, you got a gay pastor with a first man. I mean, man, come on. All right, this is that nation. We are a nation, but we ain't acting like no nation now. You can believe that. But this is that nation that obeyeth not the voice of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Hamashiach. Okay? Don't obey anything, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you obey the laws of this land if you don't want to go to jail.
I got a precept for you.
All right, what you got?
This is 1 Corinthians 9:24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all? So y'all like this race, so you might as well do it all. All right. But one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. Because you're gonna receive this price, man. This is what you want to do. And we understand that, but we out there to try to get you into this fold and get you to repent. Verse 25, and every man that striveth for the mysteries is temperate in all things. So that's what we hear. We're being temperate and humble with you. And we're coming to you with this case. And we presented it for
Right. We're being balanced.
them.
You know, not too over the top, but not too soft either. Because if it was a soft word, you definitely wouldn't hear it.
Good.
Because that's just how you are. You know, lift up thy voice, shake thy hand, show thy people thy transgression. Paraphrasing Isaiah 58 verse 1. Okay, go ahead.
Come. Verse
Hold on, I
20.
wasn't done.
Oh, okay.
Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible. That's what they do it for.
Right. A corruptible crown is what? The name in lights, the name in Hollywood. Selling thy soul in blood. Okay. Becoming faggots and lesbians for prosperity, riches, fame, notoriety. Okay. But what price is a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? And that's what a lot of our people are doing right now. They running to lose their soul. But you better run towards the Most High and hope that He receives you.
And then what you got to understand is that we do this uncertainly. We do this. We are not promised the kingdom.
No, we're not promised anything.
We're not promised nothing. This is 26. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I. Not as one that breatheth, not one that's beateth the air. Like we ain't just beating at this air. We not beating at the air. We're not prophesying to the wind for nothing. You know, it's uncertain. You know what I mean? We just doing what we're supposed to do. And everybody, they're just trying to obtain a crown. Like you're gonna get glory out of this world, man. There's nothing here. You profit nothing in this world. You're not gonna keep anything, man. Everybody's trying to get this crown out here, man. They want to turn up. They want to go and shake their ass, and you know.
They want everything that's not gonna be in the heavens.
They can't take it with them.
Right. That what you strive for here can't come with you to the kingdom. It will not come to the kingdom. None of it. None of it. All your Prada, Coogee, Fetty, Gucci, Supreme.
Stupid stuff.
Oh yeah, Louis Vuitton. Can't forget Louis. Okay, Tommy Hilfiger, but he been X'd out.
I've been looking for it, man.
Echo. Okay. The Ryan, he ain't coming. The Rhino, he ain't coming. Okay. None of it. Sean John, he definitely ain't coming. So, I mean,
Jordan.
Oh yeah,
The J's ain't coming.
The J's ain't coming. All your 200 pairs ain't coming that you got in the closet in the box that you only wore one time so everybody knows you got it. Okay, none of it's coming. None of it. Okay, but you still buying more J's. Okay, everything you got in your closet that you gotta, I don't know. Some of you sisters have to fight to get in your closet. And then fight to get out. None of it is coming. Okay? Go ahead, where you at?
Verse 29.
All right.
Cut off thy hair, O Yerushalayim, and cast it away, and take up a lamentation on high places. For the Lord hath rejected and forsaken the generation of his wrath.
And we are that generation of his wrath that he has forsaken, because we're still in this captivity here in America or around the world where we find ourselves at. Okay, we're under another man's law, okay, that does not deal with us equity by his law. That's why we keep crying out for justice, no peace. But there ain't gonna be no justice, and it definitely ain't gonna be no peace.
No peace, no justice. No justice, no peace.
None of it. None of it. Okay. Zechariah 11 verse 5, who's oppressed and slave him and hold himself not guilty. Okay. Every case, not guilty. Every now and then they'll throw you a bone, but the bone is to make you think that the system actually works for you when it don't. That's psychology. He'll throw you a bone, but the next 1,000, he ain't giving up nothing.
No, it pacifies you. Though.
Pacified you with that one, and you run with it.
That's because what I said last week, our people keep measuring the righteousness of the white man according to their righteousness. If they can do it, why can't I do it? And they haven't caught on to the fact that you can't do it. They can do it, you can't do it. So what are we to do? We got to gather ourselves together and stop worrying about what they can do for us and start worrying about what we can do for ourselves.
Right. We gotta do for ourselves, period, point blank, on all fronts. Everything. We gotta do for ourselves. All right. Because if we don't do it, it's not gonna get done, and ain't nobody doing it for us.
And don't get grieved by it. And a lot of people get grieved, just like, man, I don't, what I was doing before it wasn't working, but I was okay with doing it.
Yeah, you were okay because you were comfortable in what you were doing because it took care of your personal individual needs. And as long as your personal individual needs were covered, you could care less what was going on to the left or right of you or in front of you. But let me be the first to tell you, FYI moment, that it's coming to you personally, okay? And you're gonna need a network of people working to the common cause, which is what? Survival, okay? You can't, you really can't survive on your own. Not with what's coming in front of us. Not for that storm that is about to hit. You can't survive by yourself. You're gonna be stubborn.
If y'all notice anything, hey, Zaquan Nathaniel ought to keep telling people about this story, and they still not listening.
Well, I mean,
I take heed.
Hey, I mean, we are those watchmen, and we don't want that blood on our hands, so we got to do what we need to do.
They better take heed out there, man. We gonna keep telling them, hey.
Where you at?
Verse 30.
Okay, come on.
For the children of Judah have done evil in my sight, saith Yahweh. They have set their abominations in the house which is called by my name, to pollute it.
House that is called by my name, but is not my house. That's talking about these churches. These churches. Okay. Reverend Chickenfoot. Deacon Fatback. Okay. Sister Porkchop. Okay. I mean, bad, man, bad. These houses are, and listen, they gonna be there tomorrow with their hats, nails done. I don't know if it's warm enough. They might have their toes out. I don't know. If the toes out, they done got their pedicure on, so they can wiggle their toes and look cute. Not. But yeah, man, house of the Lord, which is called by my name, to pollute it. And this is how do they pollute it? By sinning. Number one, you're going on the wrong day. The Shabbat from Friday night sundown to Saturday night sundown. No personal pleasure. We be clubbing. So you just got finished clubbing and you going to the church in the morning.
With the same dress on. The
same dress. We be clubbing. Then you want to go to Cracker Barrel, or no, my fault. You're going to Golden Corral. Ooh-wee.
Or Denny's.
Oh yeah, Denny's too.
That's Denny's in San Diego, California. When we go to Texas, they go to Ryan's.
Oh, Ryan, right. Ryan Steakhouse.
Whataburger. They go to Whataburger.
Whataburger.
You know, or if in San Diego they don't go to Denny's, they gonna go to In-N-Out Burger now.
Yeah, In and Out.
Or they gonna cook.
I
and it's gonna be some ribs, pork ribs.
They hitting the taco shop.
What you say?
That's for sure. Taco shop in
You
San
said
Diego.
IHOP. I said anybody going to IHOP after the club because IHOP closes at 12.
Oh,
Very
see.
similar 24
So
hours.
right. So yeah,
We forgot about the taco shop.
yeah. Well, that's by default.
Yeah.
The taco shop's by default.
No, that's a San Diego thing after the club.
Oh,
Eat some raw tacos over. Yeah, that's a Southern California thing.
okay, fair enough. I stand corrected. Let's not forget, well, Waffle House. You don't have yeah.
Denny's is a cursed place to me. But I'm
Denny's,
glad I went.
Cracker Barrel.
Oh, I see why.
I'm glad I went. I got a good one out of that.
Cracker Barrel, Waffle House, all these stuff, man.
Who wants to go to crack?
Cracker Barrel?
That's like the most racist place in the world. My mom loves that place, and I like hate going in there. Do you know they just stopped segregating? Cracker Barrel used to be segregated. That was like a couple years ago.
What you mean?
Like
Black people sit over here and white people sit over here. Like it was less than 10 years ago they stopped segregating Cracker Barrel.
I didn't know that. But hey, it's unclean.
It's very unclean. They make their pancakes with bacon fat. It's ruined it, huh?
Ruined it.
My mom loves them. They feel crispy. I'm like, it's bacon fat.
Nah. Where you at? Where you at?
So about those big cakes that be at the front.
Probably got lard in them.
What are you talking about? The funnel cakes?
No, I think we talking about the wrong place. I'm thinking of something else.
Okay, where you at?
Verse 31.
Come on.
And they have built the high places of Tophet, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to burn their sons and their daughters in the fire, which I commanded them not, neither came it into my heart.
So they were sacrificing their children unto these idols that they have created.
What is that? Like a Mayans?
Well, you'd have to look up the son of Hinnom, but that's not necessary. I mean, it's our people, okay? It's our people that were caught up into all types of idolatry and witchcraft and sorcery that were doing this, okay? Verse 32.
Okay. Okay. Verse 32. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be called Tophet, nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter. For they shall bury in Tophet till there be no place. And the carcasses of this people shall be meat for the fowls of the heaven, and for the beasts of the earth, and none shall fray them away. Then will I cause to cease from the cities of Judah, and from the streets of Jerusalem, the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride, for the land shall be desolate.
So that's what happened in Jerusalem. Most High caused famine, death, and destruction to fall upon us for our sins and for our wickedness. That's what we read about in Deuteronomy 28th chapter, resorting to cannibalism. Okay. All right. So now I need you to read Jeremiah the 8th chapter, verses 1 through 3.
All right. This is Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 1. At that time, saith Yahweh, they shall bring out the bones of the kings of Judah, and the bones of his princes, and the bones of the priests, and the bones of the prophets, and the bones of the inhabitants of Jerusalem, out of their graves. And they shall spread them before the sun and the moon, and all the host of heaven, whom they have loved, and whom they have served, and after whom they have walked, and whom they have sought, and whom they have worshipped. They shall not be gathered, nor be buried. They shall be for dung upon the face of the earth. And death shall be chosen rather than life, by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places whither I have driven them, saith Yahweh of hosts.
So this is the judgment that the Most High said that will come upon Israel, upon their kings, upon their priests, upon their princes, upon their prophets. Their bones shall be taken out of their graves and laid before the sun and the moon and all the hosts of heaven, which are the constellations. And they shall be done for the face of the earth. So that was, all right, so now I need you to remind the 9th chapter, verses 22 to 23.
It's Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 22. Speak, thus said Yahweh, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field, and as the handful after the harvest man, and none shall gather them. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches.
And that's what's going to happen to our people in these last days. Okay? Yeah, you got a couple of shekels. You know, you balling. Okay, you turning it up. You know, you got the Bentley, you got the Range, you got the Jaguar, you got the Mercedes. Okay, you got the Beamer, the Batman wagon. You know, you got all this. Okay, you got the mansion. You have your life now. You're not going to have your life in the future. Okay, those that have not this life have a future. That's the kingdom of heaven. Okay, but you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to want it. To want it, meaning you're going to have to work for it. It's not going to be handed to you because we don't respect things that are handed to us. Okay, we don't respect things that are handed to us.
We should not ever expect anything to be handed to us being in His kingdom. It's never been like that for us here.
Never.
We always had to work for everything. We always had to beg and to get something from somebody else, but that should already be given to us.
Right, and not want to give it to you. Okay, so
that's the way that's built in us already.
All right, so our last portion, Matthew, the 9th chapter. Starting from verse 10 to verse 17. You got it?
Oh, you want me? I got it.
I got it.
I got it.
All right.
This is Matthew chapter 9 and verse 10. And it came to pass as Yahushua sat at meat in the house, behold, many publicans and sinners came and sat down with him and his disciples. And when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto his disciples, Why eateth your master with publicans and sinners?
So the Pharisees and Sadducees, which were the lawyers at that time of the law, of the Torah, were questioning Yahushua as why you sit with these common folk, these poor people. Okay, why you sit with these sinners? Okay. These lowly common people, poor people. Why sit with these people? They're beneath you, and they definitely beneath us. Okay. His answer, verse 12.
But when Yahushua heard that, he said unto them, They that be whole need not a physician, but they that are sick.
So he said they that are whole, referring to them. You don't need no physician. I come for those that are sick, okay, that are in need, both physically, mentally, and above all, spiritually. They're in need. They got mental issues. They have depression. They got bipolar disorder, okay? They got all these different mental ailments, okay? They're suffering. They don't know where their next meal is coming from. I come for those people because they know they're in need of a physician. But you whole, you don't need nothing. You rich.
I like this next part.
All right, go ahead.
You gotta imagine, you gotta like look at somebody's face when they say this. Verse 13. But go ye and learn what that meaneth. I will have mercy and not sacrifice. It's a lot. I have mercy and not sacrifice. Listen to it. For I am not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance.
So, holier than thou, as you speculate yourself to be, or think of yourself to be, you have no need of Yahushua Hamashiach. He came to those that are in need of repentance, who are in need of healing, who are in need of a better way out of their miserable life that they're living right now. Okay, so that's who he was dealing with. Okay, the Pharisees and Sadducees had no need for Yahushua. That's why they always questioned him of his purpose. They couldn't recognize his purpose because they thought that they were above the law, above Torah, without sin, because they put on this grandeur of display of fake righteousness. Extra long fringes, saying their prayers out loud so everybody can hear them. This air about themselves that they can basically float on air, which everybody knows they can't. There's pompous and arrogance, man, and that's man. A lot of church folk have this because they feel that they have the truth.
What's that one? That's why this came about. You see. This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 5. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the street and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
Right. Which is nothing.
That's them right there.
They want to be seen. Okay. They want everybody to acknowledge everything that they do in the name of the Lord. Okay. Do that what you do in secret. The Lord will acknowledge you in public. Okay. It's not the other way around. All right. Where you at?
I'm at verse 14.
All right.
What are we reading to?
17.
Then came to him the disciples of John, saying, why do we and the Pharisees fast often, but thy disciples fast not? And Jesus said unto them, can the children of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? But they do's will slide. But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken from them, and then shall they fast.
So basically, he telling them, as long as I'm with them right now, they have no need to fast. Okay, but once I'm taken from them, they will have need to fast. And that's when they will fast, because they'll see the need to fast. But right now, I'm fulfilling their physical needs. Okay, I'm fulfilling their spiritual needs, so they don't need to fast. All right. He was giving them a future prophecy of his death, foretelling of his death.
Right?
Yeah.
We're going to 17, right?
Yeah.
Verse 15. No man putteth a piece of new cloth unto an old garment, for that which is put in to fill it up, take it from the garment, and the rent is made worse.
So you can't add new clothing to an old garment. You can't sew a new piece. It's a metaphor. You can't put, because the metaphor is going to be spoken more about in 17. Read 17.
Neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved.
So let's talk about the truth. Okay, in order to receive the truth, you got to purge out everything that you learned about what you perceive to be the truth at that point of time. So you can receive the truth. Because if you don't do that, the old knowledge that you claiming or holding on to is going to fight against the new knowledge that you're receiving. And they can't occupy the same space, meaning your mind. So you got to let one go to let one in. Okay, that's the metaphor of you can't put new wine into old bottles. You literally can't. Why? That's a science class.
It's gonna break, man. It is a science class. I can't begin to tell you
why it'll break, but they knew that in the past that they had to put new wine into new bottles.
But if you kind of use that metaphorically to a man or a woman putting that new information into your old self and you have changed, you can't take no. You become a hypocrite.
Right. Well, you still have the old man.
Okay.
So for the new man to be forged, the old man has to die.
Okay.
For the new woman to be forged, the old woman has to die.
Kill yourself daily.
Romans 12 verse 2. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So your whole mind, your whole psyche has to change. Okay, in order for that new information to take hold of your spirit. Okay. So with that being said, that concludes this week's Torah portion. Wasn't that much reading, but we did have a lengthy rant. So
that's always good.
Let us stand, Almighty upon Jerusalem.
Exclusive. Black Hebrew Israelite member speaks out after covenant. This is 1 month ago.
Okay. Dear Lehu, it is our duty to praise the Master of all, to ascribe greatness to the author of creation, who has not made us like the nations of the lands, nor placed like the families of the earth. Do not made a portion like theirs, nor our destiny like all their multitudes. For they worship vanity and emptiness, and pray to a deity who cannot save. But we bow. But we bow in worship and thank the Supreme King of Kings, the Holy One. Blessed be He who extends the heavens and establishes the earth, whose throne of glory in the heavens above, and whose power is present in the heights of heights. He is our high, and there is no other. Truly is our King, there is none else. As is written in the Torah, ye shall know and take to heart this day that Yahweh is Elohim, in the heavens above and on the earth below. There is no other. Bashem, Yahushua, Hamashiach, Aman, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Bashem, Yahushua, Hamashiach, Aman, Shema, Yasha'Allah, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Akkad, Wahatha, Af Yahweh, Alahayaka, Bakal, Labaka, Wamakal, Napashka, Wamaka, Ma'aka. Hero Israel, Yahweh, Elohim is one, and thou shalt love Yahweh, thy Elohim, with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy might. And these words, which I command thee this day, shall be in thy heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and thou shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, when thou risest up, and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thy eyes, and thou shalt write them upon the posts of thy house and on thy gate. Bashem, Yahushua, Hamashiach, Aman.
Amen.
Okay, Ahmad, do you understand? Ten Commandments. Okay. Anya.
Anya.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Alahayika.
Alahayika.
Asherah.
Asherah.
Awatazah.
Awatazah.
Aftika.
Aftika.
Maratazah.
Maratazah.
Matazayam.
Matazayam.
Mabaya.
Mabaya.
Da'ibadam.
Da'ibadam.
La'a. Yahaya.
Yahaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Arkarium.
Arkarium.
Alpanya.
Alpanya.
La'a.
La'a.
Da'isha.
Da'isha.
Laka.
Laka.
Hasal.
Hasal.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Da'ibadam.
Da'ibadam.
La'a.
La'a.
Dalakorka.
Dalakorka.
Shem Yahweh.
Shem Yahweh.
Bashawa.
Bashawa.
Zakah.
Zakah.
Hayawam.
Hayawam.
Hashaba.
Hashaba.
Lakwadashwa.
Lakwadashwa.
Kaba.
Kaba.
Abaka.
Abaka.
Wa Amaka.
Amaka.
La'a.
La'a.
Daratazah.
Daratazah.
La'a.
La'a.
Dana'a.
Dana'a.
La'a.
La'a.
Dagana.
Dagana.
La'a.
La'a.
Da'ina.
Da'ina.
Shakur.
Shakur.
La'a.
La'a.
Dakaman.
Dakaman.
Call.
Call.
Asherah.
Asherah.
Lara'ika.
Araika.
First greatest commandment. Hear, O Israel.
Hear, O Israel.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Is one.
Is one.
And thou shalt love.
And thou shalt love.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy Alahayim.
Thy Alahayim.
With all thy heart.
With all thy heart.
With all thy soul.
With all thy soul.
With all thy might.
With all thy might.
Second greatest commandment. Leviticus 19:18. Raika. La'a.
La'a.
The Quam.
The Quam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
The Tar.
The Tar.
Af.
Af.
Banya.
Banya.
Ainka.
Ainka.
Wa.
Wa.
Ahapta.
Ahapta.
Lara'ika.
Lara'ika.
Kabamuka.
Kabamuka.
Anya.
Anya.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thou shalt not.
Thou shalt not
avenge.
avenge.
Nor bear.
Nor bear
any grudge.
any grudge
against the children.
against the children
of thy people.
of thy people.
But thou.
But thou
shalt love.
shalt love
thy neighbor.
thy neighbor
as thyself.
as thyself.
I am Yahweh.
I am Yahweh.
Thou Elohim.
Thou Elohim.
Bashem.
Bashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Hamashiach.
Mashiach.
Aman.
Aman.
Okay. Exodus 22 to 18. The Ten Commandments.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or under the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy power in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy power. In it thou shalt not do any work, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, thou shalt not, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything neighbor.
Bashem.
Bashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Hamashiach.
Hamashiach.
Aman.
Aman.
Zakah 1. Asha'ah, the memorial of the woman. Now when Yahushua was investing in the house of Simon the leper, they came unto a woman having an alabaster box of every precious ointment, and poured it on his head as they sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? So this ointment might have been sold for 300 pence, 1 year's wages, and given to the poor. When Yahushua understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she hath worked a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she has poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this that the woman has done be told for a memorial of her. Bashem.
Bashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Hamashiach.
Hamashiach.
Aman.
Aman.
Hallelujah.
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 The water.
The water.
Hashabah.
Hashabah.
The water.
The water.
Amafka.
Amafka.
The water.
The water.
Hashabah.
Hashabah.
The water.
The water.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Amafka.
Amafka.
The water.
The water.
Damyad.
Damyad.
Aman.
Aman.
Okay, sisters, be seated. Madu. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yashai Brakatham.
Yahweh Shem Yashai Brakatham.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Hallelujah.
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 Okay, salute the sisters. Sisters stand. Okay. Madu. Barak. Yahweh Shema Atham.
Yahweh Shema Atham.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Hallelujah.
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 Okay, so that concludes this week's Torah portion. I hope you got something out of it. Just keep the faith, have due diligence, and know that the Most High is going to keep his word. Yahweh Shai Mashiach going to keep his word. Okay? Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.